Business idea validation. Suppose you have got a business idea. How do you know whether this is a good business idea? You need to validate it. Or maybe you have got two or three different businesses ideas. Correct? What is business idea validation? How scalable Suppose you have got a business idea. Whether this idea can be monetized. How do you know whether this is a good business idea? There and you need to validate it. Or maybe you have got two or three different businesses. Gave you some worksheets ideas last week. Correct? Right? And what is business idea validation? Suppose you have got a business. Today we are going to have our third session, and it is marketing and sales. Right? Yes. If you have got a product and people do not know about it, how are you going to sell it? You need to have that strategy. Correct? Good product. Ultimately, if you do not have good marketing, it will not sell. Right? Or else it might take a hell lot of time. Things which will work out in 6 months might take 6 years. You should have that kind of patience. Right? So today we are going to have the third session. Okay. I've got a friend here who has been generous to spend his Sunday morning with you all and with me here. And his name is Renuka Prasad. He's a graduate from BP, a young graduate, young, tall, handsome. And he is an entrepreneur, engineer turned entrepreneur in the software and service space, and has more than 6 years of experience in product management, brand management, FMCG, food processing, and retail. He has keen interest in art, design, and travel. Have you guys ever tried Chikli? Chikli? Okay, so it was his startup. Okay, so he had a startup under the name Have No Foods. Have No. Have No Foods, and it was popular across Hubli and Dharwad. So few months ago, he sold it off, right? And he has got an extensive experience in marketing because you did not outsource it to the third party marketing. It was all taken care by. So I want you all to be very interactive, ask questions. He will share his own personal life experience and also use experiences from the industry, right? So are you all ready? Okay, so please give a big round of applause. Yeah. Okay. You can use 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Prasad, one, two, three, four blocks. Okay. Shall I get rid of this? It's better. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you. Thanks so much, Rajiv sir. I know I call him sir as well, but he's a very good friend, and thanks for inviting me here. And I heard the last presentation. You really liked it. I'm glad that you all liked it. I'm glad that I could present something that resonates with you, and also you had some takeaway from it. Uh, let's see what more I can bring today to all of you. I see some familiar faces from last time as well. Um, but yeah, really excited for today. You've had these two sessions before. One, I think, introduction to entrepreneurship, another business idea validation. Um, it's my personal definition of an entrepreneur. You can't become an entrepreneur or be an entrepreneur, uh, without a customer, without having sold a product or a service or having done sales and marketing. You cannot become an entrepreneur. Why? I mean, why do you think I feel like that?
Because you don't have any idea about the market and how it goes in reality.
True, true.
You don't have any experience.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah.
I mean, that's what the present business colleges are doing, right? They are not giving the real-time experience to the students.
Let's keep this as interactive as possible.
And having leadership qualities or being confident will not make us entrepreneur. Should need experience in selling,
Mhm.
marketing, and
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
I mean, there are leaders, let's say, in scientific research, right? There are leaders who are professors. I mean, we vice chancellors and whatnot. Doctors, there are leaders. But can you categorize them as entrepreneurs? Not really, right? Not really. I feel all these people, you can call them, like I said, innovators, probably researchers. But an entrepreneur is someone who can actually sell, right? Even if he is someone like, let's say, usually when people start up, it's two or three people. Someone is handling the sales and marketing aspect and business side of it, and another person is handling the product side of it, and probably comes with a product development background. It could be any product, right? Any service, could be tech, non-tech. So a CTO, but even he has to have the leadership to sell his product to his the people whom he hires. Otherwise, people will not come and work with him, right? So sales and marketing, I feel it's part of our daily lives. It's not only part of our business. You have to keep selling. I'm selling myself to you right now here, right? If you are paying attention to me, then I'm probably doing better sales, right? Otherwise, I'm not doing it, right? So it's part of our lives. It's not something that you only do. If you are in school or colleges, if you want to be liked by your professor, you have to sell yourself to him through your knowledge or through your obedience or through, I don't know what not, uh, through money maybe. Sometimes father or parents giving money to the colleges might help you become popular amongst the teachers. But it's all sales ultimately, right? And marketing is, people are aware about you. Could be because of your parents, could be because of your marks, different things, right? So sales and marketing, I feel, is an essential part of our lives, not just essential part of the business. And if you can crack that, you can become a better entrepreneur. Better entrepreneur. Not the best, but a better one. Uh, yeah, with that, I would like to start today. Would love to hear from you. I know last time when we interacted, a lot of brands that you admired. You all were so enthusiastic about it. Yeah. So I would love to hear from you. Which are some of the brands that you really admire?
Nike.
Boat, Nike, Starbucks, Puma, yeah, Domino's. Sorry, Reliance. Oh wow. Okay. Sorry.
Indian Oil.
He's trying to market. Yeah, yeah. What did you say? Adidas. 1-8. What is that? Virat Kohli? Yeah, yeah, okay.
Muscle plays.
Sorry?
Muscle plays.
Muscle base.
Plays.
Blaze. What was that? Protein shake? Yeah. I thought so. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. But do you recognize what you're doing here?
You're
You're
appreciating
only
the
talking about the brands that are consumer faced.
yes.
Just consumer faced brands. He's the only person who spoke about Reliance, like something that is also B2B in nature. I mean, that's something, when we enter into entrepreneurship. I saw some of the examples given by the speakers before me. I mean, the sessions that happened before me. A lot of examples were consumer focused examples because those are something that you can visibly see and understand. But there are a lot more other businesses that are behind the scene. Let's say Tally. Have you heard about Tally? But you admire it as a brand because they don't market it really well, I guess. But it's the most used accounting software. Everyone needs it. Yeah. Are they making money? Are there someone who, I don't know who founded Tally. I don't even know who's the head of it right now. But eh, wasn't he an entrepreneur?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, right. So why do we only have to admire brands that are so visible out there in the market? You can learn from brands that are also not visible. I mean, but these are still most used products and brands out there, right? So that's something that I want to tell you, because if you are embarking on a entrepreneurial journey, it's something that we all think about. Let's consumer facing business is something that we all are stuck on, but you can also think about solving problems or meeting needs of non-consumer or a B2B type of customer as well. We will come to those categorizations going forward, and we will delve deeper into it. But why do you admire all these brands? It's easy to tell. Like I admire, like I like Puma or I like Adidas or I don't know what I forgot the other.
Sometimes we go through the website for a particular shoe after whenever we visit every website, one has the ads on.
Okay, they're doing good digital marketing. That's one. But what you said about they have good designs. What kind of product design or the design of the ads that you see? Product designs, yes. What else?
Like Starbucks, like
Starbucks, yeah.
uh, the taste of that coffee is like you can't find it anywhere else. And even the owner don't know how they make it.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, coffee blend and drink it, but they don't know how it tastes like. Now they change CEO one by another, and their marketing also is different. They collab with anime, they collab with other cartoon shows so that it will attract more people, which has a good fan base.
Okay, okay.
And also, Starbucks isn't about drinking coffee; it's about gaining the experience being in the Starbucks.
And they connect with people's emotions, which will help in more selling of the coffee.
That's nice. Yeah. So I think he spoke about a couple of things. One is they have a product first. I mean, first product. He told that it's something that you can't get anywhere else. Debatable. People say that there are better coffee. There's better coffee out there compared to Starbucks. But yeah, I agree. Maybe I mean, some people feel that's the best coffee out there. It's just their personal preference. Product is really good. And then you said awareness through collaborations, something that everyone else relates to. They collaborate with them so that they can relate to that aspect as well. And then, of course, the experience part. Just entering Starbucks, the way they greet you, the way the
Service.
furniture is there, and I don't know whatnot. I mean, they have different goodies and accessories at Starbucks, and it's all aspirational, I would say, right? How much does a Starbucks coffee cost?
300
300, yeah.
starting price.
One coffee.
One cup of
One
coffee.
full.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
small.
300. Uh, would you like to spend 300 every day? No.
Not every day.
Too expensive, right?
Yes.
But it's also aspirational. You would want to go there if you, I mean, if you, let's say, if you had a crore rupees, probably you would, even then, you will not probably spend 300. You will probably now aspire to spend maybe JW Marriott. I don't know, right?
Nobody would like to kind of take the photo and snap it about the normal 10 rupees wala coffee, but they want to snap the 300 wala Starbucks.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They want to show that they are at Starbucks and bought a Starbucks coffee. Yeah, yeah. True.
Premium product.
Premium product. Niche.
And
Yeah, niche because of who can afford it. Yeah, yeah. But
People compare that people who drink Starbucks are rich and people who drink 10 rupees coffee are like poor kind of thing.
is that so?
They have made Starbucks like a lifestyle for rich people. So people feel rich while drinking that coffee.
and
Yeah.
Person gets on from a BMW and he goes to Choto Kolhapuri or the Kolhapuri chai. So instead he has to go to Starbucks, spend 300 rupees, have a tea and come.
Yeah.
actually, it's very similar to that.
Tea is also there. Is there, but very limited.
Limited.
Tea is also there, but very limited. But do you think rich people go to Starbucks?
No, they don't have it. This is a point. We are not willing to spend that much.
It's just that they have positioned the brand that way. And there are many other brands that you can compare who have done the same, right? Can you name any
MACD.
other? MACD is more affordable. Yeah. Apple, yeah. Apple is one. Zara, yeah. Zara. Louis Vuitton. Yeah. Now you're going to like ultra premium luxury kind of. Yeah. Something that people can't afford, but they want to have like a fake one instead. Yeah.
Gucci.
Wow. Yes, you're all aware about the brand so much. Why is that? Sorry? Marketing. Yeah. What else? What? Popular. Yeah. Why is it popular? Because of marketing. Yeah.
Pride or something.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
pride. It levels up our lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You open up social media, you see your favorite celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it attracts you.
Yeah.
You also want it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. True. But this is all again we are talking about consumer brands, consumer facing brands, right? Can you talk about any other brand that is not consumer facing, but you really feel good about it?
Dukan.
Sorry?
Dukan.
Dukan. Yeah, Dukan is one. Any other?
LinkedIn. I mean, I don't.
So are these people not doing any marketing?
They are.
They are. Then why are you not aware?
Because it's not.
Is there a Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Air Jordan, like Nike sneaker showroom here in Hubli? But you all know about it. Do you think Dukan people are using Dukan in Hubli? Then why are you not aware about?
It's not cool enough.
It's not cool enough.
Foreign.
Yeah,
Marketing program designed
yeah,
the customers they need.
correct, correct. That's true.
They don't only go like to the person who is sitting in an office
Mhm.
and drinking a tea. They don't go to them and tell that use the Dukan.
Yeah,
They go to the businesses directly and they ask to use it.
correct. Yeah. So that's segmentation. So they only market to the people who need it or who might use it or who might probably think of using it in future. Right? So yeah, this is wonderful discussion so far. Let's dive into the presentation a little bit next. Uh, I know Rajiv briefly introduced me. But before I begin, I really want to tell if you are listening to me, if I am presenting here today, I should have had some experience in marketing products, right? So he did talk about Chiggly or Ibli lollipops. 2016, late 2016, uh, we were thinking about a lot of things. Again, more consumer focused because that's the most easiest thing to do sometimes. And we were good at designing things. We were good at sales and marketing, I would say, because at least in my college, we always used to find opportunities to make some money at least, just to go out, hang out with friends, and have a good dinner somewhere or something like that. And what we used to do was during these college fests, we used to go and sell these bands, the glowing bands, if you radium type of bands. Yeah. Those you wear. So whenever there used to be a college, it used to cost us 5 to 6 rupees. We used to order online.
Last for only few hours.
Yeah, it lasts for only a few hours. And we got cost us what? 5 to 6 rupees. We used to sell it at 10 rupees, 15 rupees, 20 rupees, based on uh, the limited quantity we had left and the demand that was there for. Initially, we used to sell it at 10 rupees and then we sold it at 15, 20, and
Last 10 pieces.
last 10 pieces, 20 rupees now. So that's how we made our money initially. We felt, we were good at sales. We were good at finding opportunities. We were good at design, branding, because that's what is most important as well when it comes to marketing. Um, so we felt we had all these skills, and of course, good at tech as well. So why not use it? Then we were thinking consumer focused, and we stumbled on Chigli in the markets of Durgad. it was sold at 50 paisa 1 rupees, right? Uh, and right now, if we sold our company almost 1.5 years ago, not few months ago. Right now, the market and some of our competitors are doing over 2 crores per month in selling just the Imli lollipops. 2 crores revenue.
No, no,
Popular. Entire, yeah. 2 crores per month. Can you imagine just a lollipop that was sold at 50 paisa in the streets of Durban? How can you make 2 crores out of it? That's the scale and that's the market that we created. No one had thought of it before. And we took it from markets of Durban to entire India and beyond India as well. And there are a lot more people doing it right now. So that's the experience that I bring. I'm, I'm not trying to sell myself here, but it's just that if I say something here, it comes from my experience of running now for almost 6 years and having sold it as well. Um, and it's still growing, and it's created a market for something that didn't exist before, or existed but only in a very limited manner in a certain region before, and we scaled it. So I think Rajiv was talking about scalability as well, right? So we achieved it because there was a product market fit. We will come to it later on. Uh, but I tell that because consumer brands, it's sometimes very hard to scale because you're not actually solving a problem. Does Chili solve a problem for you? Does Air Jordan solve the problem for you? Or Starbucks solves a problem for you? It really doesn't, right? Problems. Yeah, yeah, it creates problems because
Never take a girlfriend to Starbucks.
yeah, it brings your balance in the bank account down, right? So it's and there's so much competition out there, right? We will come to it. Chili wasn't competing with other chilies in the market. It was competing with Munch. It was probably competing with Dairy Milk. Because why would a kid try to only eat chili every day, right? They would probably, I was probably even competing with the biscuits, cream biscuits. So I was not directly competing with only other lollipops in the market, but other options as well. So there are so many options. So if there's a restaurant coming up new restaurant coming up here, then they're probably competing with so many other restaurants here. Along with that, they're also competing with cloud kitchens, competing with so many other, competing with FMCG companies as well. So I would rather, I can even buy a small cake from Ravi's and eat it than go to a restaurant and have a breakfast, right? So that's also possible. So there's so much competition and options out there. So that's why it's hard to scale. And that's the reason you can bank on what I say here, right? Because we scaled it as well. And then, of course, yeah, food processing, food tech, those are all operational things. So we learned it as well. I didn't come from any business background, neither did my family was into business. Yeah, nor my parents paid any sum in my donation in my school so that I can become a head boy or anything like that. I was just a normal kid in the uh, school and college. But I've always had this curiosity to learn more, like you all are curious today, and that's a testament that you are spending your Sunday here than going playing outside or playing game. I don't think people play outside nowadays, but yeah.
yes.
Um, yeah, so it's a testament that you are curious as well, right? And you are interested in doing something beyond just studies, and that's what even I was interested in. So, yeah, I learned all of this by myself. I learned all of this by doing mistakes. No matter what we tell you in these 8 sessions here, you will all still learn by your own mistakes, by your own experiences, and that's the way it works. Before I started up Hard Now, I I was a part of a startup called Kate. We had done I don't know how many of you have seen something like breadboard. Have you ever used breadboards to do simple circuits? Yeah, simple electric circuits. So we had done a better version of breadboard and named it cake board. So we sold almost 200 units of it while I was in second year of my college, and at almost 600 rupees, and we made that money. And those were all the experiences that I had. But we still stumbled when we started having it took us almost a year to even scale it up from like 1 lakhs in sales to 5 lakhs in sales. So what I'm trying to tell here is no matter and my college had so much going around in terms of entrepreneurship. Uh, I don't know if any other college had that kind of facility back then. And nowadays, yes, a lot of colleges do. But back then, we had everything in terms of knowledge, in terms of access to some of the startups within the college. And there was TYE, there was Deshpande Foundation inside our college back then. Now, later on, they moved to different campuses. But all of it kind of helped us learn a lot of things. Now you're learning, but even then, like I said, I had to learn from my mistakes. I had to learn from being in the market. And you can't really learn from these presentations or these interactions. Yes, help you tickle your minds a little bit and think a little more. But you will only learn when you go execute. When you hear a no from your customer that this product is something that I don't want to spend my money on, or I'd rather spend some money on something else. So you only learn from that. You only learn that by executing it. So everything you learn here, think of how you can execute it as well. Okay. So now I work in SaaS. We sold the sold Have now, our previous company, and now I am back into tech because I'm an engineer. So I felt it's always good to go back to your roots sometimes and explore that as well. So I'm back into tech now. It's been almost 1.5 years since I've been working in uh, Good Business Lab. So we are converting research into SaaS products. I'll not delve too much into it because I don't want to talk about myself. But I've also been part of a lot of other organizations. One could be the Adult Tinkering Labs. Yeah, so I was mentor of change over there as well. I stopped doing that after some time because I wanted to focus more on my business. So yeah, that's a brief introduction. Next. So yes, marketing. I know we interacted about it a little bit, but let's start with marketing. Why marketing first, then sales?
Because unless you publicize your product, people are not.
Exactly. If people are not aware about your product, sorry.
If people know your product, then
Exactly. Yeah. So marketing is a way of communicating about the product. Okay. So there are a lot of definitions out there, but in a simple manner, what is marketing? Communicating about your product or service, right? Hi. Uh, so the first part of marketing, the first step of marketing is understanding your customer, right? You have done, let's say, you might have a lot of ideas, product ideas, service ideas, I don't know what, right? You've done your initial business model canvas. I think you've all had that session, the previous session, business model canvas, right? So in that there is something called value proposition, customer segmentation, all these things. So once you've done that, what's the best validation?
Asking people for kind of have to know about our idea and asking their opinions.
Yeah, that's just opinions. People can tell you hundreds of opinions. What's the best validation?
If I have this product and if I will you use that product innovationally?
Hmm.
Is it solving a problem?
Or the best would be going out and making the product and selling it to people whether if they are going to buy.
That costs.
How useful and how affordable the product is. Like if it's useful, then the customer will value it.
Yeah. Your phone cameras are useful, but if I make another camera, will you all come and buy it?
If it is good, then better than the previous camera, then the companies will buy.
If I need it, I'll buy it.
Right? If you need it, you'll buy it. Then what's the important part here?
It should have a better
For
feature,
validation.
better feature than the
So if someone buys, it's a best validation. If you can sell your product, it's a best validation you can have. You might not have a business model canvas ready, but if you can sell it, then that's the best validation that you can have, right? So understanding your customer and whom to sell it is very important, right? So and even for marketing, that's equally important as well. Like if you want to validate first, that's a different thing. I mean, we were talking about validation first, but understanding your customer is important for a lot of things to even build a product first, or to even think about how you can improve the product, right? And to make sure the product suits your customer that you're targeting. And then, of course, where they are present, you can go there and market it to them, create awareness about it. That's another part of it. And then you can sell it to the right people. Right? So that's why you really need to understand the customer first. So let's think about these other examples that we were talking about. Starbucks, right? Who are the ideal customers for Starbucks?
Working on the project.
the one who is
The premium people.
The one who is having Snapchat,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I think it is young
Sharp.
techniques who work in the IT company.
Yeah.
They are trying to keep hanging around such places. Rather than those human coming there, they have to marry it. So you want to be biggies.
It's the idea.
So want to be, yeah.
Okay. But you can just make it inside markets.
You were
Okay.
present? Okay. You see many.
Or etc. If you want to see them, seen there,
You show that in that
enjoy
you
actually enjoy the experience.
because it is not met properly and there are only guides who is personally coming to physical level, but not
Your mother
it's very
probably would never think of
don't
going to
don't
Starbucks,
apply.
right? Right? It's a thing that we should observe, right? Marketing and sales skills come from observing people, observing what they do, how they behave. So
You recognize
if you think about
I know like
a lot of these consumer facing brands, the consumer understanding consumer behavior is very important, right? And then first let's understand this difference between consumer and customer. Who's the consumer and the customer? What's the difference?
Is the one who uses that product, but customer is the one who buys that product.
Okay. Yeah.
Customer is the end user uses the product and
Yeah.
customer is someone who buys.
What other roles do you think are there?
Customer is the one who needs the product and the consumer is the one who buys uses the product.
Uses the product. Yeah. So there are, if you want to categorize first, like I said, understand customers. Research and analyze your customers or consumers all the time. So now let's think about one product, any product. Sorry, headphones, right? Headphones. Okay, headphones. Now there are many brands, headphone brands that are out there. Right? There's Apple, which has come with true wireless, these AirPods, and then there is Bode. There were other um, uh, brands that were there even before Apple and Bode came into this space. Bose, Sennheiser, JBL, all these were there. Sony was also very big on headphones and earphones. Uh, how do you think they all started marketing to the right people? How did they understand the customer best? Understanding the customer best. I said that there are different people, right? There are customers, consumers, users, decision makers. So there are different people, type of people within this whole segment, or if you want to call it different user groups, you can say different people involved in this whole buying process. So if you all want AirPods,
Yeah.
how many of you want AirPods? All of you, or most of you. Who's going to pay for it? Who's going to pay for it? Huh?
Papa.
Your parents, right?
Yes.
Parents will pay for it. Who is going to decide whether I have to buy AirPods or Bose or Sennheiser or Boat?
Us.
Ask you will decide. Are you
Yes.
sure you will decide?
Yes. Sometimes
Huh? Sometimes availability. Okay, based on availability, you will prefer which ones to buy, right? Yeah. So as you saw, when it comes to headphones, also again, I feel you are the users here. Let's say your parents are the people, actual customers. Sometimes there is someone who is paying for it, and let's say the decision maker is your mother sometimes. Yeah, ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ಸ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ಸ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಅದು ಬೇಡ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ಸ್ಬೇಕಾ ಆಕೆಗೆ ಬೇಡ 3-4 ಸಾವಿರ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ಸ್ರಿ 12,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 6-6 ಸಾವಿರ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಂದು ಕಿವಿಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು she is a decision maker sometimes, right? So if you that's why I say you have to observe, you have to understand consumer behavior. Within the family, there's a decision maker, there's someone who pays for it, there's someone else who is using it, right? And then, even then, you can still say, if your father is paying for it, he might want to, or if someone, like, let's say, you are some ideal father out there, uh, yeah, like Rajiv. Rajiv is a big guy in this whole entrepreneurial ecosystem. He might want to gift his kids the AirPod Pro Max. What's that? The bigger one, 50,000 rupees one. He's okay with that. This is ultra premium, right? Then there's premium, AirPods, Bose, and all those things. Then there's mid market segment. Let's say Sennheiser, JBL, and then there's Boat, maybe I don't know what other Zebronics, yeah, all these, right? So it's also depending on different categories and affordability. Someone will prefer which ones to buy based on how much money they want to spend. You get it? So if you want to come up with a new, let's say, earphone, headphone brand, you would probably want to understand where you want to price it as well, right? Based on your customer. So understanding customer is very important for a lot of things, even for pricing. And that's where we will come to the next part of marketing. But I still want to stress a lot more on understanding your customer, your consumer. Let's think about another example. Any random example. You understood what we did with headphones, right? You understood how we categorized, segmented different people based on their affordability, based on who's going to make decision, who's going to use it, right? Whether it's a student or if, like he said, an engineer probably who's just landed a 10 lakh back in salary, who wants to go sit in Starbucks and work. Which headphone do you think he'll prefer to use? AirPods. You've all seen, I guess, a lot of when you enter Starbucks, there's someone with a Mac sitting there having their AirPods on. That's like a cliche nowadays, right? But yeah, that's how consumer behavior works. I guess even once you reach that stage, probably you will also do the same. You never know. No matter how much um, you decide you don't want to be that person, you'll probably become that person eventually, I guess. But yeah, I mean, any other example?
sneakers.
Let's not think about consumer one this time. Something else. Non-consumer product brand. Intel. Okay. Wow. Okay. So yeah, how do you?
Zomato.
It's still consumer business. Intel is a good. Yeah, they are B2B. No, let's talk about Intel. What was your first um, where did you see Intel first? Electronics, but where? In your laptops, right? And so for me, it was the
Core.
assembled personal computer back then, Pentium 4. There was big CPUs back then. Nowadays, I think, yeah, most of you are, yeah, laptop people here. You've all seen it. No? Yeah. No laptop? Okay. PCs are better. Okay. Let's not debate that now. Okay. Intel, the first time you saw, you probably didn't even know what Intel was. Right? When you saw it on the top, Intel Inside, you saw it on the top of your laptop or on top of your CPUs. You probably didn't even know what Intel was because they don't market it to you. But you still see Intel on top with a small branding on top of your computers. But who do they sell it to? Electronics manufacturers. Yeah, right. Let's say they're selling it to people who they're selling it to HP, they're selling it to Lenovo, they're selling it to Dell, they're selling it to all the major electronic manufacturers, especially laptop and computer manufacturers. So within that organization, let's say now Dell, okay, within that organization, whom they are selling it to? No, let's Dell. Now, Intel is selling to Dell, right? Right? And within that, or within Dell, Dell is a huge company. There are engineers, there are problem solving people, there are people who are into management, operations, there are people into manufacturing. Whom are they selling it?
Software developers.
Software developers, okay. But
The Mac.
see, Intel is a chip, the semiconductor the chip, right? It's a processor, right? If it has to be sold to someone within Dell, it has to be someone who is working on the laptop. Yeah, electronics of the laptop, right? Let's say their electronics division, right? Someone who or their procurement teams. So you see how we are categorizing within the organization whom we are going to sell. Intel will probably not go and talk to their factory manager where computers are assembled. No, right? Because he's not the one who is buying or making the decision or thinking about how many gigahertz has to go into my laptop or what's the type of processor that has to go into laptop A, laptop B, laptop C, because there are different types of laptops. There's Core i3, i7, I don't know. Yeah, so different types of laptops have different processors, right? So who is going to decide that? It's better if I go and talk to that person and tell him that you use i7 for this kind of laptop, you use i3 for this kind of laptop. It will be more cost effective. It will run much better. You can run these many applications at a time. So this is how you can convince the right kind of person within that organization. Do you get it? So if you go and talk to a software engineer at Dell, he might not want to deal with someone who has come from Intel, who's talking about processors and other things, while I'm more focused on coding things for or building the software for. It's the hardware team that takes care of the chips and the processors and all these things, right? So you want to go and sell it to the hardware people, not the software people. Right? Someone said software. Who was that? Yeah, you said software. Now, do you get it? Is it good to sell it to the software person in Dell or to the hardware person in Dell? Hardware person. Because he's more knowledgeable. He wants such solutions, right? So you understand the difference now between this headphone example that we took earlier and now the Intel example that we took now. Yeah. So understanding the customer whom you are going to talk to, whom you are going to sell to, or whom you are creating marketing for, creating awareness for, is very important. And you have to be equally knowledgeable as your customer. In fact, more knowledgeable than your customer about your product, because you have to convince them, you have to make them aware, right? So, 4 P's of marketing. This is like a fundamental aspect of marketing. Without this, you will never be able to actually market really well. Okay, four P's: product, pricing, place, promotion. So first aspect is product. We were talking about Intel, we were talking about headphones. There are different types of headphones as well, right? Um, so if you understand your customer really well, you will build a really good product for them. You get it? Let's say our example, the Imli lollipops, the chicklings, right? We it was sold at 1 rupee or 50 paise in the market of rural, and people were buying it. We added a margin of or added a premium of almost 400%, made it 5 rupees. And do you think I could have sold the 5 rupees thing in the streets of Durban? No, right. I had to understand my customer. If I am pricing it at 5 rupees, I have to understand or look for customers who can afford uh, Imli lollipops at that price, right? So I've created this product now, and if I've priced it at 5 rupees, I mean, let's come to pricing later as well because pricing is there. I have to also make the product so good that it feels like the perceived value of it is 5 rupees, right? Let's say, I mean, I don't know how much it costs to manufacture an iPhone, but the perceived value of it is so much that people are ready to pay even 1.5 lakhs for it, right? Whereas it probably costs the same as manufacturing a Samsung phone, right? I don't know. I don't know the economics of it, but I mean, that's something that's understandable as well, right? If you think about the petroleum industry, IOC sells it for 100 rupees and Shell sells it for 113 rupees. Huh. So what's the you're paying the 13 rupees premium for what?
Purity.
Service, purity. Purity, I know he'll debate on purity. Huh. Grade of the oil difference. Okay, you're going into the depths of the product now. Yes. Okay. But do you think everyone who goes into Shell and fills in their petrol, they're all thinking about grades and purity and all these things? Yeah.
And also points.
Yeah. We all know we are price sensitive, right? We all know we are price sensitive. Will you pay 100 rupees for Girbit?
No.
No, no, right?
Not
You are still okay paying 13 rupees extra on petrol. You do not visit Shell. But if there are so many Shell outlets, there are people who are actually buying from Shell, right? Because of the perceived value, like he was selling, there is a cafe over there. You can go and there. It's not just a cafe. There's a whole department store, convenience store. You can call it a mini department store, right? They also have food nowadays. I mean, yeah, heat and eat kind of food. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. It's more of a cafe business. You never know. It's more of a departmental store business nowadays, I guess. Profit more margins over there as well compared to sales of fuel. So it's also the perceived value. Right? It's also the branding how they've done it. Probably IOCL is not done it that way, but the way they treat the customers, they greet them when you visit, right? They greet the customers, they clean the windshields, they ask you to switch off the car because they care for you and your car. You get it? There's so much involved if you actually observe it really well. Whereas if you go to IOCL, that's how they tell you, right? They will probably not even call you sir. I've given the fuel tank open man. He can do that directly. There's not much care to the consumer, the customer. So the perceived value goes up when someone cares for you, right? So that's the difference between ICL and Shell. These are real time examples that you can go and observe, right? And that's how you create the product, right? I mean, it's the same product. If you ask him, it's the same product, but the perceived value is different. You get it? So understanding your customer, plays a very important role over there in philosophy of the marketing as well. Because I was talking about chili, right? So we tried to sell it in general stores. It didn't work for us because like I said, we were competing with so many other things. We were competing with 1 rupee confectionery. We were competing with 5, we were competing with 10 rupees, 50 rupees, competing with everyone. We were competing with biscuits, competing with chips. So many options for you.
Yeah.
But we initially, when we wanted to validate whether this will work at 5 rupees or not, there was a flea market that was happening at 7 Beans. Yeah, so we went to 7 Beans. We tried to sell it at 7 Beans. What's the what's the price of the what's the minimum price of the product that's sold at 7 Beans? 130, 150, yeah, and 5 rupees is nothing over there, right? So 5 rupees is the least amount of money that you can pay for a product at 7 Beans. So when we sold over there was a flea market that was happening. Everything there was clothing that was sold. There was many other products, bangles, there were earrings, so many other products at a flea market. And of course, there was food as well. Ours was the only product at 5 rupees, and we sold 10,000 chilies that in 2 days.
Wow.
That was the biggest validation for us, that we can sell it to this type of customer who can afford it at 5 rupees, and such customer comes to cafes. Yeah, is probably young and has that affordability and likes to try new things because it's also something that they tried when they were kids. Yeah. So, and they were the people who were hanging out at 7 Beans back then. And another thing that we observed, we didn't know it back then when we started it. Another thing we observed during the flea market in 7 Beans was that women were buying, female consumers were more for chili compared to the male consumers. Right? This is something that we observe. So if you want to understand the customer, you have to create a prototype. I'm sure you've heard of it. Create a prototype. What we did to create a prototype was we didn't go and start manufacturing chili by ourselves. We bought it from someone else. Yeah, from Durgapet. We got it from someone else from Durgapet. Like I said, we were good at designing. We created a very simple design for stickers, and we got it printed from High White, if you know High White. It's a print shop in Kopika Road. We got it printed over there. And my friends who were actually sitting in it, we got it done for few. We added a small tag. I mean, if you look at how it was sold in Durgapet, it was just very random stick. Like it was not even like ice cream, so unhygienic, very unhygienic stick, uneven stick. On that the chili was stuck. On that there was some like very bad quality plastic on it, right? And that sold at 50 paisa. What we did, we brought in the ice cream spoon, a much better shaped ice cream spoon, stuck chili on it in a shape, and added a much better quality plastic and added a sticker to it. And on top of that, we tied it up with a small band. Yeah, yeah. So that was all the innovation that was needed. That was all the prototype that we needed. And we went and sold it at 7 Beans. And we had only made like 500, 600 of these chilies because we didn't know whether it would sell or not, right? And then once everything sold out within like a couple of hours, my friends had to work on more chilies again. We couldn't have gone back to the same vendor to get that done. So my friends started doing it in a car outside 7 Beans in the parking, and they used to get it inside and we used to sell it off. So that's how we were doing prototyping and we were studying things real time. And if you really want to understand your customers and consumers, you have to create that product prototype as well. And then you can keep improving it. We kept on improving the product once we understood that people are ready to buy it at that price. And even the pricing that we decided was on spot. I mean, it had cost us 2.5 rupees, and we felt selling it at 3 or 4 rupees is not a ideal thing because no one would have that kind of change. 5 rupees is an ideal thing. 5 rupees change everyone can afford, and at 10 rupees they can buy two, or we can sell it at a discounted price. If you're buying three, it will cost you 10 rupees, something like that. So we thought of these ideas and we came up with that pricing as well. So everything was on spot. We were just experimenting things, and we also experimented in Bangalore a bit. We were, you know, we had our home in Jayanagar. I mean, we had rented a house in Jayanagar, and there's a very popular place, a sandwich center in Jayanagar fourth floor. Over there, you get to see a lot more people. There's a lot of uh, crowd over there, right? So we set up a small shop on the streets. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to do all of these things. We set up a small shop on the streets, and we sold it at 5 rupees. And people were buying it. We had bundled up a pack of 10. We sold it at 50 rupees. People were buying it. And when the stocks were lasting, last few stocks, we tried to sell it at 10 rupees. People were still buying because it was Bangalore. Yeah. Because now the geography changed, the demographic changed, the affordability changed, the people who were buying it changed. Over there, it was probably older women who were buying it, who felt, this is something that we used to make back then. Now we're not making it anymore. Not even for our kids. It's something that our grandmothers used to make, or our mothers used to make, or we used to make during our childhood. So that was the whole nostalgia, and they were ready to pay even 10 rupees over there. So we tried to understand different, um, consumers over there, different customers over there, and their affordability, and how can we tweak our product. Earlier we were only selling single pieces. Now can we sell it in a bundled manner at 50 rupees? Will people still buy it? That's how we experimented with our product. You get it? So same product, we bundled it and sold it at 50 rupees. So creating a product based on your understanding of the customer is very important. That's the first aspect of marketing. If your product doesn't match your customers' expectations, your customers' needs, then no matter how much you market, it will still fail. Right? Any examples of such thing?
What?
Do you think Starbucks would work in Hubli? Why?
People are not ready to.
If there are reverses, then maybe.
Inside Infosys, but even then, how many
Yeah,
coffees?
exact will notice.
Okay. If there was Infosys, you are telling. Okay. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Because there will be crowd who can. But how many people will they employ? 10,000?
First few months it might work,
Ah.
but not for long term.
Do you think even if the market really will?
No, sir. It won't.
Not really, right? Because the product that they have, and probably the pricing that they have, it won't fit into the customers and consumers of Coffee. That will be a very bad fit. And no matter how much you market it, will not work. Right? So that's one simple random example based on what we're talking about. So understanding consumers first and creating or improving your product according to the needs and the expectations of the and the requirements of the consumers and the customers. That's the first part of marketing. And then the pricing. We spoke about our pricing, how we did our pricing, and we spoke about pricing of headphones, right? Pricing is very important because the way you want to target your product to the customer has to match, right? One big reason why Starbucks won't work here in Hubli is the price aspect itself. Mainly the price aspect. If Starbucks reduces it to 200, it will still work. 200 per coffee, it will still work, right? Maybe. I mean, sometimes you will go. Because there is McDonald's where you're spending 150 on a burger. So you'll probably spend another 50 rupees extra for that experience of Starbucks. right? So it'll probably work. But at 300 rupees, 400 rupees, it will not work, right? So it's the pricing aspect that's very important. It has to match your target customer. It has to match your customer segmentation. So any other examples that you want me to elaborate on? Let's just give.
He interacted.
Yeah,
He's an hands-on person.
yeah,
Not just a professor who leads.
yeah. Any product, any service.
Microsoft.
Blackberry.
Microsoft, okay.
Blackberry.
BlackBerry, okay. Sorry, Byju's, okay. Let's consider all these three. Microsoft, okay. The pricing of Microsoft is something that you don't directly pay for. I mean, nowadays, yes, with Surface, their products you are actually um, directly buying some of their products, but their actual OS, the operating system, and the Office
Windows 11.
applications, it's all bundled. I mean, you are not actually paying for it
Windows
upfront. It all comes with your laptop and your computers most of the times, right? But let's consider their products, their hardware products.
PS5.
Surface, sorry,
PS5.
sorry,
PS5. PlayStation 5.
PS6. Again, too many things too. Let's only cover Microsoft. Byju's and what was another one? BlackBerry. Let's think about these. Okay. Microsoft has its Surface products. It is, where do you think it lies in the pricing segment? It's a little higher than Dell, but it's a little lower than Apple. You get it? It's somewhere sub premium, but not premium. You get it? So someone who doesn't want to use Dell or Lenovo or HP, and someone who can't afford Apple, but still has that little extra money that they can spend on a laptop, will go for Microsoft. But what other, it's also the product aspect. Dell might not have the same sleek feature of a Surface laptop, uh, compared to, yeah, exactly. It doesn't have a sleek aspect. It doesn't have the touch screen sometimes, maybe. It doesn't come along with the that stylus, right? So it has created its own value proposition as well based on the target market data. So Apple targets artists. If you look at their videos, and they target artists, they target engineers, they target different type of professionals, right? Whereas Microsoft is trying to match that by uh, by giving the same type of value propositions, the same type of features, but at a much lesser price. You get it? But they are marketing it for most of the people. They are also marketing it for students as well. You get it? So, do you see where the pricing lies of Microsoft products compared to their competitors? So you have to understand the competition as well when you're pricing things. And let's say BlackBerry. BlackBerry back then was competing with Nokia. BlackBerry was the luxury or the premium product back then, if you think about it. Nokia had its E series, I guess. It had the keypad series as well, but BlackBerry was the one used by most of the business professionals. Do you get it? So Nokia was targeting everyone. They were connecting people. They were not connecting only business people. BlackBerry was connecting business people. They had this BBM back then. I don't know how many of you know about these things. BB pin, all these things were there. I know this is all obsolete for you guys. Sorry?
Floppy drive stuff.
Floppy drive stuff for that. But yeah, BlackBerry's pricing was more focused towards their business users. You get it? But then Apple came in and said, there is this keyboard that's always there and you don't need it always. If it's better if you replace the keyboard with
Screen.
There's a new one.
you will only get keyboards when you need it. And then BlackBerry became non-existent.
They didn't
They didn't adapt
They
the
adapt to the OS as well,
this.
the new operating systems. So it, they had their own reasons back then, saying that theirs is the most safest OS for a business user, who someone sending you know, confidential emails to another business person or something like that, or internally within a business. So it was a very different customer segment, and they wanted to stick to it, but it didn't work. People aspired to own an iPhone later, and then BlackBerry became non-existent. It's also the pricing; it was almost as much as equal to the iPhone pricing, I would say, right? So if they had reduced their pricing, even when they brought out their Z series, I remember they had come up with entire touchscreen kind of product as well later on. But that didn't work because of the OS aspect and the pricing aspect. They had priced it almost at 50,000 rupees. Back then, iPhones were also at 50,000 rupees. So it didn't really work. So you see the pricing over there, right? Business people started preferring iPhones, and BlackBerry became non-existent. Byju's. I don't know the pricing of Byju's. Okay, 60,000. But I'm sure that your nearby tuition teacher charges you much less than Byju's.
Marketing company than that of a tech company.
Yeah, okay, we can consider Byju's for a, let's say, how not to promote a product or how not to sell a product, or how sales can ruin your brand image. No matter how much, I mean, there was Shah Rukh Khan who was endorsing your brand, the best that you can get in the market to endorse your product. So your brand was really good amongst, and Byju's Ravindran was known really well amongst the students. His classes, yeah, yeah. Before Byju's became what it has become now, how Baiju Ravindran used to fill stadiums for his classes. That's how popular he was. Yeah, so you can imagine this. Stadiums filled with students to learn. It was not entertainment, it was education. That's how popular Baiju Ravindran was. But what ruined them was their sales practices. We come to that when we come to the sales aspect of it. I know you are all probably hungry. I'm hungry as well. Let's let's take a break. I know I'm not even completed piece two pieces. Okay, yeah. So let's take a break then. There's lot of things to cover. Yeah, too many examples that we're taking nowadays. Now I guess that's why. As long as they're enjoying.
Yeah, we are enjoying. We are enjoying.
Are you enjoying these?
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no, no.
Mm.
Don't raise your hand.
You're discussing already.
Yeah.
If you have anything that you want to express, you can definitely do. If it's contradictory to what I'm telling you, please express it as well. You never know. You might have different perspective about different things. Right? But yeah, maybe breakfast first. Oh yeah. Hi everyone. Yeah, thanks for joining today. Yeah, let's take a break, have some breakfast, and come back.
We'll join at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 12:05. Thank you.
Take it off, right? That's really weird. Even lighting always still there. That's this something like it.
ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಚಿನ್ಮಯ I am also ಚಿನ್ಮಯ ಅಂತ ಚಿನ್ಮಯ ಒಪ್ಪೆ ಅಂತ हमारे ना हाँ आंसर 35
That's not. That's operations. So what you guys do? You go stand outside Shell petrol bunks and tell I'm giving the same quality, quantity at a much cheaper rate and send customers to my outlet. We'll see who will get the maximum customers. That's exactly.
Ah, and people insurance is a was not push it.
Yeah, yeah.
You create that fear.
It's a marketing fear mongering.
See, it is very easy for selling insurance. It's hard. Prasad, do you love your parents?
Emotional, right?
Emotional.
Right, but
Say yes. Then how much you have taken care of your parents? Right? It is not about coming and telling hi mom, hello mom. But suppose something happens to you tomorrow. Who is going to take care of your parents? Your parents have taken care of you since the time you were born. And now that you are in a position where you can take care of your parents. So something happens to you. Who will be there?
Then that's
Your presence is not going to be there, but the money which you keep for them is going to take care of them, and this is how they market it. Okay?
yeah, yeah, yes. Then that's one way of looking at it. I'll show you another video where it invokes the same responsibility, same belongingness, family, parents. Another video, and then it's a very different use case. I'll show it to you later. So, can we go back up on the screens?
sir, Shruti ma'am, Shruti Didi, all Shruti.
Oh, it's not connected.
Yeah, he's connected.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. See, emotions and sentiments, everyone wants to feel positive about themselves. So, yes, in some, for some products, in some cases, you might want to use it a little against them. But if you create positive sentiments, positive emotions, that's the best thing that you can do for your product and your marketing. I will show you. I will show you a few of the videos. But we are all emotional beings. No, I was telling about B2B, B2C earlier, right? There are so many segments within that. When you think about sales, marketing, go-to-market strategies. So your B2C is when you sell it to customer or consumer. Okay. B2B is when your customer over there is a business. You're selling your product or service to another business. Like Intel. Right? We heard about Intel earlier. Sorry, you were telling. Yeah, that's your they are your channel partners. You've seen that business model canvas in your last session. There is value proposition, then there is customer segment. How do you ensure that value proposition is delivered to your customer segment? Through your channel partners. So your distributors, retailers, they all, yes, they are your customers. That's B2B2C. You are selling it to business and business is selling it to customers. You have to think about two levels of your customers here. So you have to think about, let's take our example or his example. So he had to think about, let me take my mind is more easier than yours. I had to think about the margins that my distributors make on each Imli lollipop. Right? It's sold at 5 rupees to a consumer for someone who is eating it. But do you think I'm selling it at the same rate to the retailer or to the distributor? I'm selling it to the distributor at 3 rupees, 40% margin. And then he sends it to retailer at 4 rupees. And then it comes to the consumer at 5 rupees. So I have to think about all these people within that supply chain, within that distribution chain. You get it? All these channel partners. And along with that, I have to think about my end customer as well. I have to market it for him. At the same time, I have to market it for my distributor and my retailer as well. Different levels of marketing, different types of marketing, different incentives as well. My distributor will be more incentivized if he gets more margins and on-time supply. Right? Whereas my consumer is more interested in my packaging, is more interested in that experience, is more interested in who is associated with that product. Is there a celebrity associated with that? All these things is what my consumer values. Okay, it's still not connected. Yes, yes.
There are now companies which are directly selling manufacturers
Yes.
to consumers. What is that called?
Anyone knows?
Password.
D2C.
D2C, direct to consumer. There is no middleman, there is no wholesaler, there is nothing. Manufacturer will directly list on his website and he will sell it.
Any examples?
Lenskart.
Sorry? Lenskart. Yeah, it was D2C.
But now they have
Now they have different way of operating as well. But initially they started as D2C for sure. Yeah. Any other examples? Bewakoof, Mama Earth, all these were like initially. Now they're all
once you establish as a D2C brand, people will start taking franchise or plan to
exactly.
yeah, they've established the market. You cannot first go and ask for somebody to buy a franchise. We would have not had Lenskart franchisee over here if it was not
Popular enough initially. They first created that awareness marketing product, you know,
Even Amazon was a D2C kind of a thing. Then they became a marketplace. Then they
yeah.
Yes. Book selling.
But yeah, Amazon is a very interesting example. What's the, I mean, who's the biggest e-commerce player in the world? Amazon, right? But do they make their profits over there?
No, they make their profits from cloud AWS.
AWS, right? This is completely different segment. Their target customer in e-commerce business is completely different compared to their target customer for AWS solutions. You get it? So one single company operating for different target segments, but the brand is same.
Another latest buzzword we have is C2C. C2C.
Yeah, something problems, network problem.
Yeah, there's so many things. So think about it.
Oh, it
There is also even also I'm sure you not sure if you all know. There's B2G.
Yeah. B2G is another segment. Only the government they sell, especially medical equipments and
Yeah.
healthcare products.
Machineries and
Tenders. They only participate in tenders.
yeah. Your road contractors are all B2G.
Road contract. Huh.
Yeah, electricity.
Yeah.
They're all B2G.
So it's up to you how you fix it.
So it need not always be consumer focused startup business idea. Need not always be like that. That's the most visible thing that comes to all of you when you think about a business. And that's the saddest part, I guess.
Rejection.
But business is a lot more. I mean, it is spread wider compared to. I mean, if you only think about consumer-focused businesses. But yeah, let's not. I mean, I know it will come up sometime, but yeah, product pricing. This third part was place where you sell it, right?
And promotion.
I gave that example of us selling here and us selling in Bangalore, and the way the preferences change. And same with Starbucks, right? Same with probably even what Apple opened their flagship stores in India. Where did they open it first?
Mumbai.
Mumbai and Delhi. First in Mumbai.
Mumbai and then Delhi.
Why not in Hubli?
No one.
Work, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't work. So that's where I mean the place where you place your product. The it's also called positioning, right? So the way you position your product is very important. I'll give our example. Even when we went to Bangalore, do you think we sold our lollipops in cafes? You can't sell lollipops in cafes all the time. Yes, once in a while when there is a flea market, it works. But again, we can't go to general stores over there either because again we are competing with so many other options that are there. Then what did we do then? Sorry? Distributors, yes, but they still sell it in the retail stores, normal retail stores. You get it? Normal retail stores, again, huge competition. Distributors are channel partners, like I said. But we went and placed it in organic shops. These are again premium retail stores. You don't get your normal ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಗೋಧಿ ಸಿಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಗೋಧಿ ಸಿಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಗೋಧಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಬಟ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಹೌದಾ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಿಂದಿ ಹಾ ರೈಟ್ ಸೊ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಿಂಗ್
Hi.
1 kg ಅಕ್ಕಿ ₹100 ಏನೋ ತಗೋರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಶಾಪ್ನಾಗ more than ₹100 even the smallest yoga bar or an energy bar
Yes.
or a protein bar is still priced at ₹40 ₹50 ₹5 is the least the product of the least pricing over there. Do you get it? And organic shops, if you went into the shop, if you go into the shop, it was still like a supermarket. People all the products are placed on shelves. You get it? And people have to go around and pick products that they like from shelves and put it in a basket and come to a counter. Where does the impulse purchase happen most of the times? What do you mean by do you know impulse purchase? Impulse purchase is you really didn't think about it too much. I liked it, I got it. Huh? Counter sales. You go to even a general store counter, you will make an impulse purchase. ₹5 ಉಳಿದ 1 month ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. That's an impulse purchase. You don't think too much about it. ₹2 ಉಳಿದ ಎರಡು ಮೆಂಟಾಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಕಚ್ಚಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಈಗ. So that's an impulse purchase. That doesn't happen with products of high price point. You get it? Impulse purchase happens when the price is very negligible for you. And ₹5 is negligible in supermarkets and in organic shops. But in pan shop, that's ₹5 is still not negligible. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50 ಪೈಸೆದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ ₹5 ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ ₹10 ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ pan shop is it works on very small price point products with very small price points. You get it? So you understand how you have to position your product. I can't position my product in pan shop at ₹5 competing with 50 paisa, ₹1, ₹2, ₹5, ₹10. I can position it in an organic shop competing with ₹100, ₹50. Mine becomes the cheaper one, high quality as well. It's still organic, and it's an impulse purchase when I place it on a counter. And they will not buy one; they'll probably buy 2 or 3 or 4. You get it on a counter. It's ₹5. They probably purchase products worth ₹1,000 in an organic shop. Even ನೀವು ಸೂಪರ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 500 ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಇದು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ₹20 ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೀವು ₹500 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ₹20 ಹೌದಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಈಗ ರಿಲಯನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದು ₹10,000 ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ₹1,000 ಕವರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ತ್ರಾಸ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೌದ್ರಿ ಆ ಪ್ರಿಂಟೆಡ್ ಕವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ it's priced at ₹1,000. It still adds value to your printer because it protects your printer from dust, I don't know what not. But you still would prefer it at ₹1,000. You get it? Because the amount you spend on printer and the amount you are spending on that cover is 10% of that printer. And it's also a very high price point for a cover if you think of it like that. So the way you position is very important. And same with Starbucks. You can't position Starbucks here in Delhi. Chotu Kalakati works very well here in Delhi because of the price point and the. It's also true. It's not because of the price point. People were still buying food. Distribution. Because of distribution, it's because of the operations that they were facing problem with. Do you get it? That's completely different area of. They have good marketing. They have good sales. Correct. But they didn't work on their operations. They didn't work on their cost structures probably. They didn't work efficiently on
ensuring the product quality. I don't. Right. There could be 100 reasons. Yeah. So Chotu Gulabari worked here because of the price point, because of the taste preferences of people. People like vada pav here. People like I don't know the rolls and all those things over here. Right. So that's why people flock to it. Right. Let's say you set up an Italian restaurant over here. Or let's say you set up a Japanese restaurant serving sushi over here.
Very
Do
few
you think
people.
it will work? Maybe once or twice. People will go visit because they really want to experience it once. And then it will be empty for a very long time and then they'll shut it down suddenly. Do you get it? So that's the positioning. Whereas these, if you look at the Japanese restaurant, Bangalore has a lot of Japanese restaurant because a lot of Japanese people visit as well. There's Sony here in Bangalore. There's so many Japanese companies in Bangalore. So they keep visiting Rakuten. So many Japanese companies. Toyota has a Toyota Kirloskar manufacturing is in Bangalore. So most of these cars are manufactured in Bangalore. So they have Japanese people coming, so it will work. You get it? Yes. Positioning is very important. We even you know spoke about that headphone aspect, right? So even there the positioning, the Apple has positioned it as premium. There's premium and ultra premium, both type of products if you think about it. This Pro Max, AirPods Pro Max is ultra premium, whereas um, just the AirPod second generation is, is some premium if you think about it nowadays. AirPods Pro is premium. Yeah. So there's ultra premium, premium, and sub premium as well within Apple. So the way they have positioned it is that way. Do you get it? And Air Jordans, if you're thinking about it, the way they've positioned it is, it's something that's worn by two people. So the position is not just geographic position; it's also your psychographic position as well. How people think about it, how people perceive it. That's also a positioning. Do you get it? So you were talking about this medical
Yes.
tourism, right?
Yes.
So let's say you position it as medical tourism for only ultra luxury hospitals. Let's say you get it. You will get the same. If you will get, uh, yeah, you will get the same type of experience that you get in a very luxurious hospital. There are luxurious hospitals.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you'll get the same experience in Switzerland at the price of at almost 90% less here in Bangalore. Do you see the positioning over there?
Yes.
So you're actually positioning it for people who are looking for luxurious medical treatment.
Medical treatment. In less
In less
price.
pricing.
Yes.
Whereas you could still position it for everyone. Everyone is what you have. You have different type of hospitals. You have ultra luxury hospitals. You have premium hospitals. You have regular hospitals. Now you are positioning it for everyone. Your service.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes. Yes.
Which one do you think will have early adopters?
The less premium.
Less premium.
Less
People,
premium.
the people who are just willing to kind of come to India for the treatment, I guess.
Okay.
Because most of the consumers are from Africa and Middle East
Middle East.
and the other Asian countries. So they are willing to come to just for the medical treatment rather than their own country or some other country.
True. But what are the preferences? This is something that you have to understand. Let's say they are coming, yes, from African country or from Asian countries, okay. But what is their status in their own countries? Are they in middle class? Are they in upper class? Or are they lower class? I don't think they are lower class. They are probably middle class.
Middle.
Middle class people always aspire for something more than middle class.
Yeah.
You get it?
You're right. You're right.
So you can't tell them. You might say that, you know, this is the they just want to get the treatment done here in India at much lesser price. But if that is what you show them, then they'll probably not. I mean, what happened with Tata Nano?
Yeah, that's the yes, yes.
Wonderful concept, right?
Yes.
Affordable car for everyone.
They market it as
Better than auto.
yeah.
Better than auto, right? And why didn't Tata Nano sell well?
They market it as a cheap product. Cheap product.
Yeah,
Everybody's perspective about Nano was
yeah,
the cheap people own the
yeah. So you think if you position it as cheap,
it
it will
won't
work?
work. No, it won't work.
It won't work. Affordable, yeah. Even it will. They didn't call it cheap, but yeah, they called it affordable. But the way people perceive it is, I would rather buy Maruti Alto than Tata Nano. That's how it happened,
Yes.
right?
Low price dabba.
Yeah. So I feel it's a perceived value, like I was telling you. No matter, like Alto is just 50,000 more than, or a lakh more than
Nano.
Nano, but it still gave them something, some other feeling than that. See,
Yeah.
people, go by their feelings. Consumers go by their feelings. You can try to make rational reason arguments with them. They will still go by their feelings and emotions. You get it? So that's why positioning becomes so important. You get it? So if, let's say tomorrow, I actually set up a Starbucks here. Okay, let's think about it. I actually set up a Starbucks here, but the way I position it is that, we have not lowered the prices, but we have included different types of products. Yeah, not in the same prices, different type of products of different pricing. You get it? That's what McDonald's has done. If you think about it, do you get it? McDonald's has done, it has 50 rupees burger also. It has 200 rupees, 250 rupees burger also. 300? 300 also, I don't know, yeah. You get it, right? So if I come up with different products, Starbucks also has some of it, but it is still priced at 150.
Yeah.
And the quantity is too little. You get it? So let's say Starbucks creates another wing of it, Starbucks Light. Something that's what Maruti Suzuki did with Nexa. They couldn't have sold premium cars within that Maruti Suzuki showroom, and that's why they created Nexa, so that they can charge a premium of 2 lakh extra on the same car. Yes, the same Ertiga is positioned as what, XL something, XL6, with very minor detailings, and the pricing is higher than Ertiga. You get it? If you understand the positioning here.
But for that, I don't know. I would say that they marketed for the wrong people. I mean, the main focus of Ratan Tata was for the people who own a bike, but the percentage of people riding the bike was around 5% one bike, right? So they were lower middle class people who were living in the villages, something like that. So he marketed for the middle class people
Yeah.
instead of the people who were actually.
Wonderful, yeah, wonderful analysis of this. It's a good analysis. Yeah, probably he was trying to solve a problem for lower class people. I wouldn't want to say that people who are of the lower range, let's say, and marketed it to middle class people. So the user you are targeting and the user you are marketing it to were two different people. It could have solved a lot of problems for lower class people for sure, but it didn't. It wasn't marketed well for them, and the pricing was not for them. It is priced for middle class people probably, right? So you have different examples of positioning. I don't want to take too much of your time. Is that all? Not yet. What's happening?
Like maybe that. The next point would be IID plus OR awareness.
positioning is promotion as well.
Promotion.
Yeah, that's not. There are 4 P's. What are 3 P's you've learned so far?
Pricing, and trade.
Huh. So you should always keep this in mind, okay? What's the first step of marketing? First step of marketing. Understanding the customer consumer. Without understanding customer consumer, none of these 4 P's will work. Only when you understand customer consumer, it will work. Not happening. What can we do then?
Discuss about promotion.
No, I had videos.
That we can share about.
Okay, so let's talk about promotion. Promotion is what? Again, creating awareness about your product. Okay.
He's not there.
Let's take one
Sudarshan is
example.
not there.
Any
He's
example?
gone.
Product, service.
The promotion.
No.
We have to
Any
go to
product
display.
service. Can you?
First try.
Sorry.
First try.
First cry. I don't know how first cry was promoted.
One card.
Sorry. Let's just. I'm thinking of first cry. Okay, let's think about first cry. Okay, how do you think they can promote really well? First cry is for kids, babies,
Password.
kids. Like I don't think teenagers, like anyone under the age of 10, 5, 10.
Oh,
No, I think it's also there for babies as well. First cry,
okay.
neonatal as well. Neonatal is what, like 3 months, 6 months kind of babies as well. They have, I think I'm sure they have
Eight
products for that, right?
Okay.
Whom should they promote it to?
Mother.
Mothers and parents, right? Ah. Oh wow! See, I didn't even know about it. I never saw the good news. Yeah, so that's a well. If it's a movie about babies, then why not collaborate? Someone actually told about collaboration earlier. Hospitals, exactly. Yeah. So you all have enough ideas where it needs to be promoted in why are you feeling these are the right places to promote?
Because these are the places where the customer is coming and
Exactly. Yeah. You can't market it to the child. Yeah.
So
Market it to their parents. Right? And where are these parents present? Yeah. Maybe the hospitals, maternity hospitals, pediatric hospitals will be one, right? And even on Cartoon Network, for anyone above age of 5, you can promote it on Pogo, Cartoon Network, on these things.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus, I don't know what else. You can collaborate with your Disney movies, animated movies to promote your product. I mean, I only learned about Hot Wheels on Cartoon Network. I don't know if Hot Wheels is still relevant to all of you, but at least for me, I learned about it on Cartoon Network. And I forced my parents to buy me one. You get it? So that's how you can promote. You can influence the child, but you can't like make them buy it. You have to provide. Yeah. Promotions. Promotions are mainly done through different channels of marketing, right? It can be digital, it can be offline. We will go to that later. But before we delve into I'll be delving into promotion aspect in the next slide. Okay. Let's think about AIDA about awareness, interest, and action. This is the path that your customer, consumer, or your user follows to buy your product. You get it? Marketing is for creating awareness, generating interest, and developing a desire for your product. Right? I'm sure you all desire to own an iPhone someday. Right? You have that desire. You are aware about that product for a very long time now. When did you get to know about iPhone first? 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Fourth, fifth standard, well, that's what? 7 years ago. 7 years ago. So huh? For you, 10 years ago. And then interest. You probably saw their videos, you probably saw someone else using it, your parents using it, your cousins using it, someone else using it. That generated it. Can I see that phone? Can I touch it? How does it work? That's the interest. That's That interest has now, of course, converted into desire, but that desire has not been met for a certain reason, right? And once you have that money in your bank, immediately act on it, right? Provided you are given right kind of incentives, you have that money, and use of Flipkart is running 3 billion day and 10,000 rupees off. No matter you have that only 40,000 rupees in your account and you don't know what you're doing for the rest of the month, you'll still buy it, even if it's your first salary.
Impulse buying.
Huh?
Impulse.
That e-commerce websites create that impulse purchase as well by giving discounts. You get it? So this is a very important path that you would want your customer to or a consumer to follow, right? Without awareness, you can't create a desire. How can you create desire for your product without then being aware of? Or how can you create a desire for your product without someone being interested in how it works? You get it? Let's say um, you saw a new restaurant opening up. Now you're aware about it. Like you were passing by, you were aware of this new restaurant. Or you saw a board somewhere, new restaurant opened, and you are aware about it. And then you're speaking with your friends, they bring this up. There's this new restaurant opened up in Shuru Park. I went there yesterday. And you ask, you show interest. Oh, how was it? Really? What type of food do they have? What's the price? And then once you understand that yes, the food he gave good review, food was good, the price is affordable for the quality that they provide. The ambience is really good. You can go with your family and friends over there. Now there's a desire that's created inside you. You get it? And now once you get that occasion, you will go and visit that restaurant and spend your money on that no matter right. That's how it works, right? Now let's take an example for that. One example, I know will not take too much of time. One example, any random product, seven beans. It's opened almost like 12 years, 13 years ago, I think. Cafe? Well, let's not take restaurant. See, I gave an example of restaurant earlier. Let's take some other example. Smooth. Yeah, this is I've never like used this, but yeah, let's say I don't even know how this was promoted nowadays. I don't look at a lot of ads, but um, how much is it priced at?
20 guys.
This is chocolate. Okay, there is chocolate milk.
Yeah, chocolate milkshake.
Chocolate milkshake. Okay, so let's say they first want you to be aware of this. Okay, how do they do that? Probably ads, big banners around, right? And then they want to create interest, right? Create interest is what they'll probably like let's say they use it in a movie somewhere, or they get a celebrity to endorse it.
Get a third
Celebrity
drink.
endorses it, yeah, because this is a consumer product. I'm talking about celebrity. Okay, there's someone who endorses this. Anyone knows?
Yes.
Varun Dhawan, really?
Good.
So they got a celebrity endorsement for this, right? Then it creates interest. If Varun Dhawan is drinking here, maybe I can try this. Right?
But they don't actually do.
Sorry?
They don't actually drink
They
this.
don't actually drink it, but they just endorse. Yeah. And then desire. Now they've placed this in your college canteen. Yeah, that's where they create that desire, right? And then one day you have that 20 rupees, go and buy this. Or one day you have that 100 rupees, and you spend that 30 rupees on your idli vada or some other thing in your canteen. You have 20 rupees remaining. You want to round it off at 50 rupees. Adonde 45 ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ. You can try
This
money.
actually does happen every single day in my
Yeah.
college.
For this, like a small Tetra pack kind of bag, or it was 10 rupees.
Okay.
That compared to all that,
Ah,
whole let's say not very cheap
okay.
and very very cheap,
Milkshake. Yeah.
which was for deliveries. So people would prefer that. And
Yeah.
that chocolate would occur and there were three options.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we used to choose that. When it got popular, we started this packaging.
Wow. Yeah.
And this thing is different that the quantity was according to the price.
Huh.
Means what I know was just this.
Okay.
Once it will be.
Once it will be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how they create awareness, interest, desire, and then you take them, get them to take action. So that action could be from different incentives. Let's say they say 20% extra. That's what they do, right? In dairy milk, 20% extra this time. It's still the same size,
But
but 20% extra. Right? That's what Flipkart does.
It's a hint that it's 20% more will purchase it and we'll feel that,
Yeah,
but it will be the
it
same.
will be the same, right? And then sometimes on e-commerce they give you discounts, right?
60% off,
Uh,
50%.
it will still be price same even if you go after that discount period. You check after a month, it will still be the same. Not giving a large amount of discount. Yeah, they hike up the price and then give the discount. Exactly. This is how they play. It's just a trick for you to go from desire to action. Can you go from desire to action? And how can I incentivize this person to do that? You get it? Yeah. Can we play a video?
Yeah.
So what's on the next slide?
Marketing channel.
Oh, okay. Let's come to this later. Let's play a video.
Okay. So which video?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. This one over here.
Huh.
Yeah. There's no sound. There's no second. So for me, I really okay. Can we go? Yeah. Let's look at this. This is not an ad. Okay, this is not an ad. Okay, can you go back again? Like, is everyone reading it?
Yeah.
Everyone's reading it. Huh? Yeah. In your own way. Mine's not out loud, but yeah. Let's go from the beginning. Yeah. But what we learn from this?
Apple was connecting to people's emotions.
True, but I mean, do we really buy Apple for different surprise, delight, all those things? Not really, right? Not really. But the way they market, see, you go around and ask people about Apple. Not everyone will know about this video. Only hardcore Apple fans will know about this video because it's Apple is not about the product. It's about the way they care about their products, the way they design their products, right? There's I mean, no matter how much Microsoft tries to match the products with the Surface products, it will not match the products of Apple. I know there's no aspect of delight, surprise, all those things, but if you think about their products essentially from a very fundamental point of view, it's very simple. It's not too complicated like Android sometimes. I've used Android, but it has very simple things. Like nowadays, Android has it too. Like if you want to go back, you can just swipe like this, it'll go back. Nowadays, it's probably there in Android, but it's not there in Android back then in 2015.
Yes.
And Apple introduced it. It was so easy. Can I go back? Why do I have to go to the top left corner and click back to go back?
Yeah.
Can I go back by a swipe?
Yeah.
Now I can do that. Now we can do it in most of the products. They delight using the experience. The first time I used MacBook, you can swipe between your screens. Now it's available in all the laptop. You can swipe between your screens by using three fingers. So they were using all
I mean,
no. Nowadays it's there, but back then it wasn't.
So that technology is covered.
Yeah.
By other.
when you look at the laptops also, first this kind of laptops was introduced by MacBook and then it was copied on by
Exactly. Yeah. So if you think about it, the touchpad, I started using Mac in 2014, right? So the touchpads are
Not match.
not matched by even the 50,000, 60,000 rupees laptop that my friends were having. I paid only what 10,000 rupees extra, and I got to use a better product. I mean, they were already spending 50, 60,000 on laptops. I spent 70,000, 75,000. It was on discount. So I got it at discount, 75,000. I made an impulse purchase. And then my friend's laptop only lasted for 4 or 5 years. Done.
Done.
My laptop still works. Not this one, but the old one. It still works. And that's the quality. You don't really understand that, but that's the quality.
But
Sometimes.
to make such good quality, what about the repeat buyers? Only the technology keeps upgrading.
True, but yeah, that's the issue nowadays, right? Like 14, 13, 12, everything is safe.
Yeah, but the people don't want to go back to Android.
Yeah, people don't want to go back to Android. What's actually happening is people who are buying 14 are the people who are actually using 11 or 10.
Yeah.
They're not the people who are actually using 13 and now they're buying 15. There are people who do that also.
There is a cycle 3.
There is cycle 3 to 4 years. There's a cycle that's happening. No, but let's not enter into that. What can we slow this down? Then can we slow this down? Let's go back one by one. What do they tell you? I just want to make you understand the gist of it, okay? Because marketing is situational, case to case. It cannot be taught. But what can be taught is
Way of money.
the way of marketing, the fundamentals of it. How you adopt it to the situation, how you adopt it to the case, context is left to you. And that's why they call it strategy, because each time you have to make a new strategy, and one thing fits all won't work. It's not a science. Right? If everyone starts doing everything, right? If everyone is busy making everything, then who will perfect what? They will only ask, how can anyone perfect anything? Which means, by this, they are telling you they are perfect at what you're doing. Plus, from a marketing perspective, this is a marketing lesson. This video is a marketing lesson if you think about it. If you all, in your pursuit of your idea, start doing everything, you'll not perfect the one thing that's most valued by your customer. You get it? For you, like I said, it's best to go after one aspect of
One topic, then scale up.
that's most valued by your
Yes, yes.
customer.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yes.
For him in petrol, if the most valued aspect of selling petrol is, let's say, how the petrol pump, the person who fills the petrol treats the person, then he should focus on that more than anything else. I know product has to be good,
Yes.
but that's also an important aspect of the experience.
Experiences also.
Yeah, once the product is good. Okay, so that's what they tell. So if we start to confuse convenience with abundance, what you
Sure.
So let's pause it there. I've heard so many examples about Ola over last few sessions.
Yes, last few years.
How joyful is hooking a camera over. It is convenient, but is it joyful?
No, sir. The worst experience is
It's become the worst experience nowadays. They reject it. You don't get cabs. The price is so high. You get cancelled. You have to keep trying. If you have to leave 20 minutes from now, it's better you start trying now. Peak hours, it's crazy. It's convenience, but it's not joyful. Do you get it? So you can't confuse, convenience with joy. You shouldn't. If you want to deliver joyful experience, you have to go beyond convenience. You get it? Abundance with choice. So just let's pause there. Abundance with choice. Which is the most sold smartphone? Most sold smartphone. It's still iPhone because there are not many choices. Okay. Samsung is the company that sells what most smartphone. Most sold smartphone is still iPhone because the volume of iPhone is you know you can have Samsung A11. I don't know what all numbers they have, A11, G10, Z. All these you can combine all those, and then iPhone sells equal number of items. You get it?
Nice.
So they add up volume using different models. These people add volume using 2, 3 models. You get it? So just because you have abundance, that doesn't mean you have better options to choose. You get it? Just an example, right? Um, I can think of more examples, but let's not get into too much of it. Yeah, just keep scrolling. So this is again, if I was telling you to focus on customers first, right? Understand your customers. Yeah, keep playing. The first thing they ask when they focus is, what do we want people to feel? When they mean people, they mean the customers here. Right?
Grammarly
What
can't
do they
teach you to
want the
dance.
customers to feel? Okay, I know I'm taking too much time on this one. Then they express all the emotions that people will feel over here, right? Yeah.
Right.
So you can use this as a way for you to come up with a marketing strategy for yourself. Can I make this experience more delightful for my customers? How can I bring in the aspect of connection or love in my product? That's what Dairy Milk did, right? They did it with Raksha Bandhan. It was a chocolate with celebrations. Earlier, you were actually feeding your brothers and sisters a laddu.
Now
Or
daily
some-
life chocolates.
yeah, now you give chocolates. Now you give celebrations. They changed it.
They change the habit.
They took that emotion and related it to the
Product.
product.
And they even did there was a special edition during the Valentine.
Yeah, they do it.
There was a,
The whole, what is that?
It's a heart-shaped chocolate.
Heart shaped chocolate inspired one. Yeah.
Right now, you don't give flowers to your girlfriend. You give
Huh.
names.
What's Dairy Milk? What's it called? Silk.
Cadbury
Silk is
Silk.
entirely based on the teenage
Yeah.
love from
And even the most surprising thing was on that wrapper, behind that wrapper, there were tips how to propose it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. So you see, it was a chocolate and how they related it to this emotion. And same with Nokia, connecting people. The way, of course, it was connecting people, but that's the emotion that they brought out the most because that's the most important part of their whole product. It's not about the snake game they play in it, but I don't know if you even know the snake game.
Yeah, we know. We play. We are 2007. So.
2007. So then they begin to craft around their intentions. You get it? Then they understand people, what they want to make the people feel, what could be different emotions, and then now can we club it all together with that intention to market this product. You get it? So this is not an Apple ad. This is an ad and a lesson in itself. This video. Yeah. It takes time. Everything takes time. If you think you can get things done, they always say anything you want to do, it always takes more money, more time, more hard work than you assume or you predict, right? So for ideas, there will be a lot of no's, so all those things. Let's keep moving. There's not that relevant. But what I actually want to tell here is you have to make sure that you are intense with the thing that you're working on is really good. So if there are more number of no's, it means that you have to rework on things. You get it?
One year.
So if it doesn't fit, they start to worry. If love doesn't fit with chocolate, I'll go back and think of something else. Until everything we touch, everything that they create, it's not just a product. If you open up iPhone, it's so well crafted inside as much as it's crafted outside. That's how this was all back in 2000s, early 2000s, when Steve Jobs made that translucent Mac. He wanted the inside to look as good as the outside. And that now everyone has copied it, so now you feel everything is same.
I mean, in one of the ad, they didn't do anything. They just placed a MacBook, which was kind of a sleeping manner, and they just said that world's best MacBook, something like that, and Apple. That's it. That was the only ad.
That's very simple. Yeah, that's what they say. They simplify. They simplify to its core to convey the only message that they want to send out to the people. Like when initially iPhone 4 and 4S came out, I really loved their taglines. An iPhone is an iPhone. What do you want to convey to the person, to your customer? If you don't have an iPhone, you don't have an iPhone. These were their actual taglines. Now they don't have it. Now they have lost the creativity, is what I feel.
That back they have not marketed what Intel they are using, what is the processor, what is the RAM. Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't have an iPhone, you don't have an iPhone. Why you go and study about it? But yeah, let's keep moving.
It's
It touches only then they sign the work that's done by them, something like that. Yeah, you can close it. So it's very important for your customer. So you have to think about these things in each of the process. Awareness. What's next?
interest, desire, and promotion.
Have to keep this in mind all the time. Okay. Awareness, interest, desire, and action. Each of your customer has to go through it. None of them will directly go to action, to be honest.
Yeah.
Without knowing the product, will anyone buy it? No, right? So awareness, interest, desire, action. But even if you don't consider desire, at least awareness, interest, action has to be there. Okay? I know, yeah. There are different channels of marketing. Traditional channels you've seen, TV, newspaper, all these things. And like exhibitions, you go here, like, go to exhibition, set up a stall, all these things. And then digital marketing. You know all of these things.
Yeah.
Social, getting search engine marketing, all these things. Most of you may not know. Let me elaborate a little bit. Over here, what you do is you spend money to market to a very large population. You don't know whether they will read it, whether they will see it. See, your parents might be reading newspaper. If their markets moved on in newspaper and you're not reading newspaper, then it's waste. But they'll still market on newspapers. They will still do because it reaches a larger population. But you all are on Instagram. If they promote on Instagram, it's better. So what's happened with if you compare traditional channels and digital channels nowadays, digital channels help you achieve
Targeted.
target. The right kind of target. But here, targeting becomes tough. Targeting becomes easy if you are in exhibitions. You get it? I am a furniture manufacturer. I go to a furniture exhibition and set up a booth. Their target becomes correct. So, but targeting in TV broadcast, everyone is watching TV. Sometimes you're not even watching that channel, but that ad will still keep running on that channel. You get it? You're not targeting the right way. You're not spending your money, your marketing budget the right way.
But we would say that that is creating awareness to the customers.
This is creating awareness. This is creating large scale awareness in a randomized manner.
Mhm.
It's not direct, it's very randomized manner. Okay. But exhibition, yes, it creates awareness in a direct manner to your customers. Because only when I want to buy furniture, I will go to furniture expo. Right? Otherwise, I don't go. So you're meeting your customers directly only. Okay. Outdoor advertising, yes, it creates a lot of awareness. Let's say tomorrow I put up a big hoarding of myself. Vote for me. You will know. You will know who I am.
Yeah.
Right? That awareness you will get. But whereas if I promote it on Instagram, vote for me.
Just right.
Scroll me.
Vimal case.
Huh?
Vimal case.
Vimal?
Vimal poster.
Vimal poster. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes.
But yeah, I know they don't even require marketing sometimes, to be honest.
Yes.
People who are going to eat it will still eat it.
They endorse Shah Rukh Khan and Akshay Kumar.
They don't even eat it. That's a very bad marketing, to be honest, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It still sells. It sells. But I mean, FMCG has to do it. Yeah. They have to keep doing it, and they do it because they also have budgets.
Yeah.
They getting so much revenue. They want to spend a little on marketing. They do it. Chocolate.
And they just markets the elaichi.
They only market elaichi, but what they sell is something else.
Outside market the elaichi and this is partnership. People end up buying the partnership.
Sorry. Yeah. No. Back.
Okay.
So I would say digital marketing is more effective nowadays. Always good to use it. You can target more people. Right kind of people are done. Right kind of people. Right.
I see.
Social media is a good, but it's good way to market, but it's also very crowded nowadays.
Right.
What's the best way to do digital marketing nowadays? Yeah, it was. I mean, nowadays everyone is endorsing everything.
Right now, you have to have some kind of theme that clicks to the people. For example, the cred ad that which they created, it clicked to the people, so the people converted. So it has to be more focused and motive on the people.
I don't think you're spending enough time on Instagram. What are you doing? Well, I'm just kidding. Don't spend more time on Instagram. Okay. I'm sure you will all agree with this. Meme marketing.
Meme marketing. Yeah.
Yeah. Meme, that was a
Yeah, meme marketing is the best way of marketing nowadays. People share memes. Do you share?
Zomato's is doing.
Do you share 2-minute videos all the time? Not really. 3-minute videos all the time? Not really.
Zomato and Swiggy is doing it.
Sorry?
Zomato and Swiggy is doing it.
Zomato, Swiggy do it all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of brands are doing. Even movies are trying to do meme marketing.
yes.
Right? Meme marketing, because you share so many memes every day. Sorry? Yeah. So meme marketing is the best marketing in digital marketing nowadays.
Yeah.
And influencer was the best marketing, but it has
People
the
type.
trust has come down because influencers started doing marketing everything for money.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah. So you understand that, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, following trend is much better than following traditional ways of doing marketing. But you also have to understand traditional concepts of marketing to even catch along with the trend.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
The
So yeah, the main objective of marketing is to connect with the audience. Let's play these two videos.
Okay.
Let's play the cafe one.
Cafe one.
Yeah. It's on YouTube. I think you can just hear.
Which one, sir? Second one?
This one.
Okay.
Sound.
We'll meet nearly 80,000 people in our lives.
Yeah, I saw this one. I saw this one. It's beautiful. Awesome.
If you can't remember my name, please sit down.
Sit down if you didn't know my nickname at school was Princess. Sit down if you don't know about the one who got away. If you've never seen me cry, take a seat. If somehow we've lost touch, do you have a moment now?
Of all the people we'll meet, only a few become special to us. Stay close. Nescafe Gold. For the moments that matter.
So what did you learn from it? Can you name the 4 P's with this?
Yeah, the product which has been placed.
Mm-hmm.
Second is they have not showed us the price. The promotion that they have created. They are saying that we are connecting with the people who are close to us, not on the basis of the family or something like that, but on the basis of how we are connected.
Okay, let's think about this. Can you go back? Okay, he comes up. Look at what do you think his age is?
30,
About
35.
25, below 30s, below 32, 33, about 25. Okay. At least 20, about 22 at least. About 22 at least. So they are marketing it to people like me, him, probably, who have lost touch with their close friends. You get it? We have, in fact, right or wrong? We have that lost touch with our close friends. You probably don't call them like you did while you were in school and college. Right? That's the emotion that they're bringing out. It's this audience, the entire hall filled with
Stadium.
people, so many people, which means now I've grown old, I know so many people in the society, but they don't know me entirely. You get it?
Yes.
Now he knows everyone in the society, but how many people does he know? How many people know him really well? That's what they want to evoke. That's the emotion that they want to evoke in me as well. You get it?
Yes.
Now, if you go forward, he talks about few things. People who know my name, they don't know my nickname, please sit down. Which means he's going deeper and deeper into the people whom he actually knows.
Yes.
So the first P, there's a product. It's called Nescafe Gold. If you think about it, there is Nescafe, normal Nescafe. This is gold, which means it's a premium product within Nescafe, which means it is probably priced higher and it's positioned higher among all the other products. You get it? Now you understand your customer so well that gold can be only affordable by someone who is about 25 and below, about 25 and things like that.
Yeah.
Someone below that can't afford, and someone above 25 is going through these emotions right now somewhere. And that's how can I invoke these emotions and can I bring people together? And when they come together, that's when we should drink my coffee. They are not selling coffee, they are selling for the moments that matter. The coffee is for the moments that matter. This is how you create desire within that person. Someone who is aged 29 like me, who lost connect with most of the college friends. When I meet them, I would probably want to serve them Nescafe Gold or a coffee. Some good coffee. That's what I want to report. Yeah. On the same note, I know let's not go. Um, okay, let's see another video that we have. Let's quickly see that. This party video.
मम्मा इतना तेल
हाँ माँ इतना तेल
कल तक जिन उंगलियों में जादू हुआ करता था पता नहीं उनमें ये कोलेस्ट्रॉल कहाँ से चिपक गया। धीरे धीरे सब कुछ बदल गया।
जल्दी करो यार।
बस 2 मिनट।
शो मिस हो जाएगा।
मामा अभी चलो ना।
माँ को कहाँ अंग्रेजी फिल्म समझ आएगी। लेट हो रहा है, जल्दी आओ यार।
तू जा जा। पहले जिनके बगैर चैन नहीं आता था, अब उनकी याद भी नहीं आती।
माँ कैसा लग रहा है? अच्छा है ना? तनु लेकर आई है। तनु तुम ना बहुत सही हो। एक और है माँ, वो दूसरा वाला मैं लेकर आता हूँ।
ऐसा नहीं कि तारीफों का मौसम गुजर गया, सिर्फ उनका हकदार बदल गया।
यार कितनी अच्छी पार्टी थी, फूड, डेकोर, म्यूजिक और लेकिन तुम्हें नहीं लगता कि वो
गिर जाओगे। अरे राहुल रुको रुको ध्यान से।
माँ आज मेरे हाथ की चाय पियोगे?
प्रमोशन तुम्हें बताया ही नहीं।
सबसे पहले माँ को बताना था।
इस डोर को कभी भी छूटने ना दूं, एक और जिसके मैं हूँ।
हम सभी की जिंदगी में कोई ना कोई पाल लेजी है।
So look at this again, 4 P's of marketing. So who is a customer here?
Like
Mother.
So again, someone like me,
Yeah.
who used to have parleys as a kid with our mothers, when the tea was made, and now we've stopped eating parleys.
Yeah.
Now they want us to buy it. Huh? Now they want us to buy parleys, and they want to, revoke that old feeling that we have through the connection with mother. You get it?
Yeah.
So it's still someone like me, someone millennial. So the target market is a millennial. Your target consumer is a millennial. And if you look at, everything is good. But I think the crux of it is in the last part of it, where he gives that promotional letter to his mother first. Not even the parle the tea and parle he serves. It's the moment where he gives the promotional letter. Yeah. So you are bringing back what is most important to you. Nostalgia, attachment to your mother. You're getting all those 3 things. Plus, it makes you feel emotional and also feel emotional about Parle-G as well, right? Because you used to eat it when you were a small kid. Now you stopped probably eating some organic biscuit nowadays. Everything else changed, but the Parle-G remains same. Yeah, and what they actually done, you are my Parle-G. That's the hashtag that they ran on this, right? So, and they say this is the true incident, and they ask people to share such incidents.
सभी बदल जाएगा, पार्ले जी वही कहो, मतलब वही रहेगा।
So it still remains the same as well. If you think about it, of course, this thickness, the quantity has changed, but yeah, melts faster. Yeah, exactly. It has, but the taste remains same almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when you look at both of this ad, they place the product at the end of the ad. After it, the video spot.
Yeah. So if you understand how they try to promote a very simple 5 piece biscuit to even a millennial like me again through this ad. So that was a cold ad that we saw in Nescafe Gold, a premium product. This is still a more affordable product, but they're still trying to market it to me who used to consume it very long time ago. Now I'm not consuming it anymore. Something like that. Okay, let's go to the next topic then.
And this will do many surrogate advertising also, like the one with women or McDonald's. Market for soda, for this.
Or music series. Yeah. Next. Can we go back? What was that? Okay, next. So the objective of marketing is to connect with the audience. That's the main objective. Okay. So if you do marketing really well, sales becomes easy. You get it? If you market really well, you're half sold, half of what you 70% sold. It's just that sales becomes the convincing part. If marketing is about connecting, sales is about convincing. That you throw in a little more extra uh, aspects about the product and the service, and the person is sold.
Probably nobody will drink the Coke seeing the advertisement, but every time you see that advertisement, it will remind you that okay, next time when I go, I would love to have Coke because they are recalling the brand.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of these products don't even need sales. It's just like it's there on the shelf and it keeps moving. But yeah, these are all like established brands. These are all only examples that we have to learn from and inculcate. Okay, next. So yeah, again, there is a definition. Don't want to get into definition. No one is asking us. No, there's no IR test around it.
It's not school.
Sales, end of the day, is you market it really well. Now, can you ensure that person buys the product and gives you their money? That's the whole objective of sales. Marketing is where you do all the magic. Sales, yes, there is magic, there is creativity involved, but it's more about that transaction. Sometimes it's end of the day, it comes to that transaction, it comes to that target that you want to achieve, all those things. Okay. So here also, it's very important to understand the customer. Everywhere, any aspect of business, you have to understand the customer. Without that, there's no business, there's no marketing, there's no sales. Okay. And over here, if you remember when we were talking about Intel example, over there you are not selling it to the and were we not selling it to software? And were we selling it to hardware, right? So over here, picking the right prospects is important. Let's say I'm Intel, I have to go to, I have produced these chips, processors, I have to go and sell it now to a new, like Geo will be coming up with a lot of laptops, right? So I have to go sell it to Geo. So I have to find where is the hardware team located first. Who is the head of senior head of hardware engineering? Who is the procurement head of hardware engineering? So I have to prospect the right kind of people. You get it? So for you, you want to do the
Medical travel.
tourism travel, right? You also have to ensure that you're selling it to the consumers, but over there, if you want to prospect, how will you do it? You probably will go and see, let's say, initial prospecting can be done digitally through maybe LinkedIn, right? If you're targeting middle class people, or I don't know if they'll always be present on Instagram. So I don't know, LinkedIn is also not the right place, but I don't. I'm thinking of
Medical club is actually an institution in Goa where they've got course for the medical people who come from abroad. The medical board
No, not prospecting the customer, actual customer.
okay, the end customer.
The end customer. I'm thinking. Yeah, you probably want to prospect the hospitals over there itself. Like let's say Singapore is very expensive for surgery. Okay, now they want to come here. Okay, you would probably want to not go to prospect the hospitals over there itself. Okay, now you do digital location based marketing. Digital location. You get it? Now you can run YouTube ads, regional YouTube ads. Can I pinpoint my ads to one of the top 10 hospitals in Singapore and run my YouTube ads? So any patient that is there in that hospital now, when they open up YouTube, they'll see my ads about
Medical
tourism in India. Do you get it? So that's the right kind of prospecting because that's where your customer is. He's right now in that hospital, maybe consulting whether he wants to get a surgery or not. And you're trying to tag to come to India.
Doctor brand is doing of a doctor. Doctor selling himself for the ads. So he's available on these hospitals.
Exactly. That's promotion. I'm just targeting. I'm just target prospecting. Whom do you want to prospect first? So that's called prospecting. Picking the right kind of people to sell. Whether all of them will buy or not is not decided yet. You're just creating that awareness part of it. You get it? So even in sales, if you want this I told about sales when it comes to such things. But let's say sales of tanning. You get it? Let's say sales of tanning. Or give me some other random example. You give me the example. Tally is good. Tally is good. Okay. Let's say tally. I have to sell it to. Can I sell it to? Uh, can I sell it nowadays? At least, can I sell it to restaurants? They have POS nowadays. They have good software. Tally cannot be sold to restaurants nowadays. Probably Tally is much better sold to. Exactly. CAs. For accounting professionals. Better accounting professionals. There's someone who studied BCom or something like that. Someone who's into accounting. Because businesses have found different ways to manage their accounts. And that's what Khata Book did, right? Yeah. They disrupted what Tally was doing through their cloud-based software, and now they're also on. Earlier they were only on mobile phones, now they're also on desktops. You get it? So for Khata Book, anyone who was using Tally becomes the prospect. Do you get it? So if I am a salesperson on Khata Book, I will go and pitch it to Rajiv. True, but once I will come tell you and come show you the videos that I have of how equally trustworthy it is, that you can integrate Tally into Khata Book. Yes, you can do that. So all of those things I can convey to you. So, but I first also market it to him as well. First, he will see my videos on his YouTube ads and enjoy that first. He will see those ads. He will probably hear it from his friends. All those things I will do, and then I will go and try to convince him to buy my product. You get it? I'm just taking him as an example, but I can do it for a lot more other businesses. Okay, so I picking the right prospects is important, and then identifying the decision makers. So he said about accounting professionals. I have picked the right prospect over there. In the 3rd August, there is a procurement person who procures all the software services. Okay, so let's say PwC, which is a very big accounting organizing company. I go and talk to the procurement head over there. I tell him Tally. He understands all these aspects, but he's not the decision maker. The decision maker is someone like CTO, I don't know, or CIO or CAO, I don't know. CFO, sorry, yeah, CFO, sorry, I forgot. The CFO will take the final call. So in sales, it's always better to talk to decision makers. How many people do you want to convince in the process? You get it? So if you all go to with your family, mother and father, you go to Reliance Station and now you want to buy AirPods Pro Max. Or just AirPods Pro, let's just consider that. Now your mother tells you after that screen. Now the salesperson should understand immediately that the decision maker is the mother in this family. So the kid is already convinced. The father will only hear what mother says. Now I have my target should be the decision maker, the mother. If I can convince her, then both these two people are sold. You get it? So salesperson should understand who is the decision maker. Yeah. Let's so we finish up and yeah, this is last slide. This is last slide, right? Check. Yeah, this is last slide. Let's just run through it quickly. Back. Yeah, so I very good of this, but ultimately they will only any customer they will want to be respected and listened. Sometimes they will object, they'll say no. Let's say no 9 times, the 10th time they might want to listen to you. Whereas if you respect them all the time, if you listen to them all the time, they will always hear you out. That's the best way to say it. You can't argue with your customers. That's bad. You probably argue with internally with people among your team. Talking with customer is not a good thing to do. Always respect the customer. Um, and then build relationship with them so that they probably refer it to someone else if they don't want to buy. You get it? Yeah, I don't want to do this 7 sales, steps involved in sales. Prospecting, I told you.
Yeah.
Identifying the right type of people whom you have to sell. Preparation, you have to be prepared to tell them exactly what they want. To give them exactly what they want. If the person is only interested in the nutritional aspects of their mood, only tell them that. If the person is interested in why Varun Dhawan is endorsing that, then tell them why Varun Dhawan is endorsing that. So give them what they want. And you should be prepared to prepare with all these information. Okay? The approach you can approach in different ways. It can be LinkedIn, it can be any other channels. Presentation, be prepared with any presentation required for B2B kind of thing. I think objections is the most important part of this. Because anytime you want to close a sales, there will be a lot of objections. Bad ways, right? ನಾವು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವು ಟೈಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಸ್ ಐತಿ ನೀವು ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಕುಂತಲೇ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಕಾಸು ವರ್ಗ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ಸೇ ಲೈಕ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಸೊ you have to predict these scenarios, what can go wrong, and have an answer for it. But if you don't have an answer for it, be creative. That will only come with more interaction with your customers. So, understanding customers, interacting with customers is a crux to sales and marketing. Then closing follow-up. There was another part of AIDA, OR ಅಂತ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ OR is part of marketing as well. O is onboarding, R is retention. Onboarding time ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ not an experience feel ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಹೊಸ ಫೋನ್ ತರಿಸಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಅನ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಓದೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದಾಗೆ ರೊಕ್ಕ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಈಗ ಮುಂದಿನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಐತಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಿಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಚಲೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಸಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ತ್ರಾಸ ಆದ ಫೋನ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿ ಹೌದು ಸರ್ ಹ್ಞೂ ಸರ್
ಗುಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್
ಗುಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೌದಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಈಸಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ onboarding and retention is part of your marketing as well because people will go out and talk about it. The unboxing is wonderful and the experience of using it, but the customer service is best. All those things. So all of this is we'll close next. So negotiating. Yeah, negotiating is part of it. Objection handling, negotiating is that's yeah. I know I couldn't involve everything, but yeah, negotiating is part of it. But it's more on the pricing aspect of it, right? Yeah. So
Probably negotiating happens only in some parts of the country. If you go to Apple, whatever is the MRP tag is scanned and you like.
Yeah,
Negotiating probably happens in B2B business.
B2B more.
And unless I
Unorganized B2C B2C
Yeah,
you go to a vegetable vendor, you negotiate it.
correct. Exactly.
But you don't negotiate in my store.
Yeah.
Say 100 or 200 and put you buy it. Yeah. This is class for 50.
Yeah.
They're Indians.
Okay. I think the objective is to increase customers and give the revenue. That's the crux of sales. So I would say all in all, customer is the center of both these activities. If you don't understand customer, you can't do any of these activities. Okay, but let's just recall what's marketing, 4 P's.
Price.
First product.
And
What is the idea?
Design and action. Marketing and retention.
Good, good. So, what is the most important part of sales? Two most important part of sales. Understanding for everything, but prospecting, finding the right customer.
Target audience.
Yeah, targeting, finding segmentation. Yeah, it's all part of marketing. But when it only comes to sales, finding the right kind of prospects and finding the decision makers. Otherwise, you are selling it to some random, which doesn't work. Okay.
The person who is willing to give money.
Exactly. Yeah. Those are the two main important aspects. Now let's do an activity. Uh, we will group you into uh, 4 or 5 people, and all of you in the next 10-15 minutes do a 4P analysis and find the right prospects and decision makers for uh, sorry,
For any
any companies or any, what products, any brands or products.
These from the physical product.
Yeah, classmate, you can take up one of you can take up ITC classmates. Now, group, all 4 of you.
What about online?
Premium brand.
Online.
Go behind.
We'll pause it for a while.
Yeah. You come here with these 4 people. You join.
Abhishek.
You 4 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You 5. Oh, he's not there. Huh? You go with them.
I'll join.
You join with them. So yeah, you have to do 4 piece analysis. Pick a product, of course. Pick a product, do 4 piece analysis, and then find the right prospects and decision makers.
Unless you give us the product. Instead of
I'll give the product.
any physical product.
What?
Different products.
Different products, of course. Different products.
Premium citrus plan.
How's okay. Hey, Rolls Royce good batch. Asha. Huh? Go. Andri? MG comment. Not the title. Volvo Madrid, you're car gun. You're closing the other phone.
Realistic.
Watch card. Clothing code. Zara ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಹೌದು ಈಗ Zara ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬಿಸ್ಲೇರಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಿಸ್ಲೇರಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು 4 ಜನ ಬಿಸ್ಲೇರಿ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನೀವು 5 ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಫಾನ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ 5 ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ resort tone. Resort. Let's say which one? Royal Heads. 4 piece prospect decision makers.
We have perfect.
Yes.
Platform. Place the solution of product line. Where this entire product waste is very clear shape then as one the idea is for the power also very maybe for the conversations the institutional here. I think I will get the most what happens like when changing modified outside, I mean, it's like the rules I think. From now there, awareness and starting we promote you create a awareness so that to follow your feet and see that you get the way or in laugh and here I find these are including the new band and find it now that questions I are measures and my friends will do that that come from that. Something when I'm able to experience what you can experience what and educated in your comfort. In order to experience more of the same things, it makes you want to do this. Right from there, and forward. Then this one, you cease to cry. It's got a prospecting. It's
Hey, hold on. Hey, you can see that
Need to go to targeting the register what promoting kind of quality camera people like that with this so the direct on stop talking about like it's trying to spears for me but I it's outside of sorry so if I do that's that is fixed all the materials and more I mean, why? We can probably neither father did that. Neither one pattern and now saying that maybe it's the management how Volvo was that we are planning I am not looking for how they get to remove some ah, and or else anyone can remember his payments and say to work. They will do it. As an Indian time, times are long. It's not for cities and vices. They go to the
कंपेयर एट वन फिर मैं वो 500 200 लैपटॉप का वो बड़ा है विजन फोन वो इट इज अफोर्डेबल एंड वेरी गुड फॉर यू यस मैं एक्स्ट्रा डाल के इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग दैट ना वैसे दादा भी ऐसे ही करते हैं
How about your team? You're ready? Okay. Okay. Take 5 minutes.
When you get the promotion, we are only targeting all the after office. There are more important people. So we are also placing the plans at this right. Yeah, long we not in try gather the way or brand and the stage. So after no product after no more trades it's all much luxury. That's it also expensive. The recently want to use the process. Don't just that and then like something down there after we can find
Okay, guys. All right. First of all, you need to have a name for your company or your team. Name. Okay, which we have already given the same brand name. Okay, Bisleri. Okay, Oil Rids. Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we start? I think we can have the first team. One. Huh?
Sir, we are last.
Okay, the last team can come. Last team can come and pitch first. Huh?
We'll go second.
Huh? Okay. Who will go first?
We'll go first.
Okay, third. Who will go fifth? Huh?
Yes.
We'll pick chits. Okay. One, two, three, four. Okay. Go. Let's it. Okay, spin the okay.
That's it.
I told them. Yeah.
We must.
ये टीम के साथ है ना ये ना मानो टीम का नहीं गेम फिर यार वैसे ना पता टीम का नहीं
Sir, no, sir. I'll record them. Okay. So once again, we'll record it from the voice order. It will be good. Yeah. But everybody is going to speak, not nothing. Okay, I think we can pass it. You can pass it and don't put it on your file. Just hold it. Wait one second.
Camera
Very simple. Yes.
हाँ ठीक है ये चर्चा क्या है ये चर्चा क्या करेगा ये चर्चा लाइव कैमरा
Camera explain right screen mara. Yeah. Okay, start. Okay, others silence.
3, 2, 1 start
Good afternoon, Kunzika, and this is my name. So, first let us know about product. Basically, Zara is a premium product. It focuses on it targets is on the celebrities and teenagers who will basically buy that, who has interest on buying the clothes. And so, as you know, for the fourth piece, the next P is price. In India, the price is actually really high. Zara is premium in India, but in America, it is really common. Like, because the manufacturing is starting in America, so it can easily be transported. But to import it from India, the cost of importing lies on the product. Therefore, Zara is more. Yes.
So the third P is place, which is usually where Zara wants to keep their outlets and where Zara wants to sell it. So Zara usually goes for urban cities where like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, because people there are okay to buy this stuff. Whereas if we see the rural areas, people don't actually want to buy it because it's too expensive in India. So the ideal place for Zara is the urban places. Now we will go for promotion. So Zara usually targets promotion. Their marketing strategy is pretty normal. Like they market in ads and on websites, and they also use their social media content to advertise themselves. And they also go for promotions with big celebrities and TikTokers, as they have a wide population of people who actually like to go in fashion. So Zara targets these audience specifically. Thank you. Yeah.
Well tried, well tried. Okay. Team Zara. Are we stopping and starting? Shall I pause this one? Yes, pause. Second. Okay, team number two. Distillery. Pure Distillery. Distillery. Biomechanistic Distillery. Restaurants. चलेगा चलेगा it looks like Distillery only. क्या है?
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Srishant, and here are my teammates. This is Milind and this is Mohan. I'm Milind. So our product is Bisleri. Like who no one drinks water. Who all don't drink water. Basically everyone, right?
See, everyone drinks. You, me, the local, anyone drinks in our locality. You don't drink water.
I drink aqua.
But you basically drink water, right?
Yes, no funny.
There's everywhere you can't get aquafina. It's dependent on the chain, supply chain, and all. Price is water, so it won't be expensive like the EVN one. This product targets distillery water targets every customer basically, from a small guy to a large businessman or someone like that. Everyone won't go and buy the EVN water bottle, or like sir said, Starbucks one. Everyone won't go and afford Starbucks daily. But they prefer Bisleri. In water segment, they prefer Bisleri instead of that EVN water bottle. So Bisleri's pricing is 20 rupees. Everyone will buy. Everyone can buy.
Starbucks water free.
Huh?
Starbucks water is free.
I took example of coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee in coffee segment, how people every day they can't buy a good Starbucks coffee. They prefer normal coffee.
Okay.
So in water also, if they can drink EVN water for one day, but they can't use it for continuously daily uses.
So you all know that water is vital part of the life, and for every moment, lakhs to crores of water you use. What lakhs to crores of water is used. Suppose think that I'm in a restaurant and after having a food, most of them drink water. After being said that we should not drink water after eating. So most of them they drink water, and they usually prefer a brand which is like having a big market and big supply chain.
So
Which is having a big supply
Let's
chain.
just listen. Just when given an opportunity, you have to speak. They're not here. Yes. Okay.
So Bisleri has a very good market chain, and everywhere if you ask some people, the first priority of them will be the Bisleri one. Animals also drink Bisleri. If you had watched last ad of their Bisleri, camel was drinking water. And if we come to place like water, we need water everywhere. Even in dry places, even in cold places, and even in mid-winters. So we can't.
Facility targets places like facility can target places like high traffic locations, or some where people often seek bottled water, like in events, festivals, or marriage events. And Bisleri can also customize the bottles for corporate events or in marriage or marriage and like that.
So for 1 liter of Bisleri, it costs 20 rupees. If you see a rich man or a poor man, they all take the same price of water bottle. it doesn't differ that there's no other premium segment brand like only the brands like they sell the black water or some extra mineral added waters. So everyone drinks the same water, which is basically just little modified with the minerals. So even the premium people will drink distillery and the laborers also they drink distillery. So if we target the places, we can target anywhere. If you are in Rajasthan, you can sell distillery. If you are in Hubli, you can sell distillery. Even if you are in Jammu Kashmir, you can sell distillery. It's like you can sell it everywhere. And if you want to promote it, we can use billboards, we can use pamphlets, TV ads, or any at this because Bisleri is from many years. It's a year-old brand. From a lot of years it has established in this field, and we could use bold actors like Shah, Amitabh Bachchan or someone like that who are old in age. Basically, it provides a sense of trust or nostalgia, something like that, for the people who like they are shifted to Aquas now. That there are many replicas of Bisleri being sold, like Billeri, uh, Bisili, or something like that. We can campaign by TV ads or by newspapers also. So basically, our customers are age of 0 to 60 or the every age group is a customer because they need water and PO Bisleri. And I will provide incentives to the retailers. जो सबसे ज्यादा बेचेगा हमारा product, you'll get incentive. Like this. Good, good, good. Yeah.
So then, want to give feedback to them, or at the end, on the pitching? Not required. Are you ready with some feedback? Okay. Okay, team number 3. First of all, you want to tell what product you are selling? Volvo.
We are selling our XC90.
Hello, everybody. My name is Akshay.
My name is Kuber.
I'm Vedant.
My name is Srinivas.
And today our product is Volvo. So we are talking about the 4 P's of the Volvo. First of all, we are here with an marketing thing, promotion. Uh, Hello, I am Tata. I'm Tata Safari. I give you the best safety cars. Do you want to buy it?
I want the luxury.
Okay, so I am BMW. I'll give you luxury. Do you want to buy it?
I want safety.
Sir, what if you get luxury, safety, comfortness all in one and even at a very good price?
I will buy it.
Thank you. So we are Volvo. We sell comfort. We sell luxury. We sell whatever each and everything you want in a car. If you want comfort, we will give it to you. See, most of us travel. We travel by car, we travel by plane, we travel. So for the segments like rich people or the people who celebrities or people like politicians, we need safety. These people need safety. They because their life isn't threatening or their role in society is very important. So these people need safety and these people need a long life. So these people choose safety and comfort over any cheap cars such as Maruti Suzuki, which has very cheap build quality, and if any scratch or accident happens, the car breaks down. I'll pass.
Namaste everyone. I am P2, which is place. So where do you find most of the politicians, celebrities, most of the high rich people? In metropolitan cities, right? So in metropolitan cities like Bangalore, where the life is luxury, like Delhi, like Bombay, you need safe cars, luxury cars like Volvo. And main motive of a Volvo car is that it is safe, and you prefer safe cars. Safe cars are mainly preferred by politicians, like in places like Delhi, and an MLA who is in Kashmir and